you say something, no running. You got me thinking about the state I'm in. Going back to that place we met. Yeah, I've been feeling lost somewhere deep within. No, I can't turn back, I need that grin, that loving. You say you want it, baby, take this in. You're feeling spent, but I know you want it, I know you want it. Oh girl, you know what I've been through. I don't know if I can do this on my own, no, no.
gentlemen, and welcome to the Baltic eSports League Season 2, the last day of week number 1. Here we are, 2 games ahead of us. I'm MV.
I'm V.
And today we're also going to know who's going to lose in the prediction game.
Yeah, that is correct. So today we'll finally also find out, between myself and MV here, who is the better predictor, at least in this week. Because we are going to be playing this game every single week, and I will remind you one more time that afterwards there will be punishments. So most likely shameful things that we will execute upon live streaming here in our wonderful, wonderful studio.
That is definitely true.
I like.
That is really cool. They're all the highlights from the season 1, like you see the shirts and everything, like everything gaming that you can imagine is here. But as this is the last game of the last day of the week number 1 in CSGO, we have 2 more matches. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Probably the first match that we're going to see, that is going to be Celtic playing against Lithuania. So in this second season, both of these teams in their first matches have secured a complete stomp, which we'll talk about in a brief moment here. But first, let's just check out the lineups one more time. And on the side of Celtic, we are going to find Displex, Snopper, Devour, Hoplo, and Rexel.
On the side of Lithuania, we have Akes, Karkas, Butters, Limby, and Lukia.
Yeah, so the map is already actually known, and the map is going to be the Inferno. These teams are going to be playing. Slightly before about previous results already in the second season. So both of these teams one more time have secured a win in a very good fashion. So Celtic won 16-4 over Red Eye, and Lithuania did manage to secure a win 16-3 against Skinlords, which was a bit of a surprise coming out.
That was surprise match of the week.
Yeah, so surprise match of the week definitely goes towards that. You can check out the replay in our YouTube channel, so make sure you head back there at some point in time if you missed yesterday's game.
Yes, they were fun. Like, not only that game, we have 2 more games, action-packed. It was a great day to witness CSGO. And okay, then the next game that we have.
The next game we're going to see today is also going to be EUStonia? EUStonia? I don't know how those guys would like me to pronounce it, so make sure to hit me up in Discord if you want to. And obviously the second team is going to be not like this.
Not like this, exactly.
Not like this. We said that pun so many times last season. I don't know even if we will repeat it. Okay, I'm lying.
I hope that we won't repeat it in that manner.
Yeah, not in that manner, exactly. So not like this, about not like this is...
Because I believe not like this, they were 8 in the first season, which means that they were on the edge of being eliminated, but they still are here. Hopefully with new force, as they have to play against Estonia, and as we know, that is the team that Gaborik formed, the player from Vaz Sports.
The player from Vaz Sports has formed a team, and obviously he most likely will not be choosing people that are not eligible to be in his lineup, so therefore that should be an interesting matchup as well. We don't know the map just yet, and obviously this is going to be the first game for both of these teams in this second season. So no previous results known so far in the second season, so we'll just have to wait and see. But
while we're waiting for the players to get into the server, we want to remind you, remind you about one special thing that we remind you every single day. What is that?
To wash your face.
Yes.
Change your pants.
Wash your hands as well.
Wash your hands. It's hot outside. And order food.
Oh yeah, and from where?
Vault.
Oh, Vault.
Yes,
I know that place.
We have Vaultman in the building slowly appearing here. Believe that throughout this season you will inevitably understand what that exactly means, but so far we'll leave it at that. And still, you can one more time win every single day 10 euros worth of food from Vault, and all you need to do is just type #Vault in the chat, and afterwards you'll be picked randomly at some point in time during this stream.
We'll probably mention it, but the winners you'll see in the chat. We won't say the winner. Want to keep it anonymous, so only in the chat. Only in the chat
is the winner will be announced, and obviously the winner, one more time, if you do actually win, you need to write us an email to bsl@bsl.pro. Please
easy to remember.
This. It's easy to remember, and I mean you're already here, so
maybe they could check out HyperTown, the Pro website as well, and BSL.pro website. Those
Every website, all of the websites.
Yes, just go and Google and go through all of them.
Just go and Google and go through.
That'll be fast. But I remind you that the finals will be held in Tallin, Saku, Suurhall on 20th and 21st of October. We'll be there. Hopefully we'll see you there as well. And of course we have to figure out which from these 16 teams will be the top finalists. And maybe after the first week that we already seen, you can maybe pick out something that you think is definitely contending for that spot.
Well, definitely eSports are going to continue. It seems like this in the same fashion as they have before. Also, from matches we've seen before, I cannot really say there are any other super strong contenders apart from Volsung, which, as I already mentioned before, you can never really count out. There was also a really, really tight match yesterday with an overtime where they inevitably lost to eSports, but it wasn't easy.
But after the first week, they got 4 points already, because 3 for the victory and the overtime lost 1 point.
Yeah, so one more time, if the game goes into overtime, the winner of overtime gains only 2 points. And the loser gets 1. So both get something, meaning that like when it's going to come closer to the end of this season, these overtimes are really going to start to matter.
Yeah.
Now, perhaps ever so more about the actual matchup which we're going to see in this first map, and that is going to be the Inferno. So obviously both of these teams have secured a very convincing win coming out here in the second season in their first matches, and now, well, the map is going to be Inferno, and both of these teams really play like a sort of semi-aggressive playstyle. At least the Celtic have decided to go that way, judging from their Mirage game.
But don't you think like they had a bit more like easier opponent? Like you're saying that they both got the stumps.
Perhaps,
but
yes, but
they
still,
had an easier road, kind of.
It doesn't really matter. What I'm saying like is in terms of the actual players themselves, or it's a lineup that prefers to have controlled amounts of aggression, and I feel like Inferno here is an excellent map to showcase that. So most likely they will be sticking to their same play style throughout this match, and obviously I do believe that this match is going to be a really close one. Well, not relatively close one. I'm gonna say that the better terrorist team is going to win this one.
Okay, and we still have to predict this one.
Yeah, so today we'll find out who is going to win this week and who is going to suffer the consequences in the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Lithuania will be taking this match, and they will be taking it with the scoreline of 16-11, just because I feel like if Karkas and Ikas are on point again, as they were, I feel like it might be a bit too much for a Celtic right now.
Yeah, and I think the same thing, and that's why I'm putting the scoreline in favor of Lithuania 16-9. Because I think that the Celtic won't be able to get too many rounds. I think Lithuania will understand pretty quickly that they are not the opponents to be messed with.
Yeah.
And they will just play their clean game.
Okay, fair enough. I have these score lines. We already mentioned these before. So I have them written down. It's all down on paper. And we're going to be heading into this match shortly. The players are just joining the server now. Obviously making a last final preparations and perhaps doing some strat digging around and seeing what they can exactly do. As for the Inferno, I would like to see banana control coming out from either CT side. As we've seen so many times before, banana control is extremely important in this map, and without it, really, you're basically doing nothing already.
Yeah, that is definitely true, because if terrorists get control of that, they're already allowed way too much information. They can hear the steps, they can hear everything that they need. So hopefully we're gonna see that the map control will be there from both of the teams. But which one of the players would you call out from each of the teams, which you think is gonna perform here in this map, in this scenario?
From Celtic, I'm gonna say that it's probably going to be Hoplo. I've seen him play Inferno, and he knows his timing's really good. So playing against the same team playing against a team that has sort of the same play style, it can really pay off, because you really understand what your opponent is doing. Therefore, you know the timings when to like.
Are you really putting like the equal sign between these playstyles, Celtics and Lithuanians?
Not like an equal sign, but it's really close. Like they have their nuances and their differences just based off who plays with the AVPs in their team. But in general, they have a similar approach to it. And on the side of Lithuania, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Karkas. Because I remember from last season him on Inferno with the AVP. I mean, good luck getting into Banana or
as
middle.
well. Like when he went to the Gamers reality show, he did, like, I believe, stand in at least like once for his team before he went there. And I believe that was trained, but as well, like Arcus, he can, like, if needed, he can blow up almost instantly with that AWP. And here, I believe this is like very AWP-based map. At least you have to have that strong AWPer, either in Banana or either middle or even both positions.
It just instantly gives you a straight line of control. So, like, anyone that's going to step into that line, if the AWPer is good enough, it should be a kill. And I feel like they're going to abuse him often in Banana. Just to make sure that they have a good amount of control coming out there, especially if they're uncertain of how, say, Celtic are going to approach it. So I'm
also thinking that both the teams will hopefully use the apartments, like the fast
just stabbed
push.
myself.
Be careful with that, man.
It's fine. Just
be careful. I'm thinking that, like, we've seen in apartments, especially where the CTs come from middle towards the apartments, and they instantly go for that peak. Do you think as well that's going to be the thing we're going to see here often?
I feel like definitely. I mean, both of these teams are going to be abusing their spawns. So, like, if they're going to have a good spawn, the AVP most likely will be just passed on just to make sure that you can get that first initial kill in there. So, really, really interested to see. Also, excuse me, forgot to mention, we haven't seen Lane B on this map yet. We only saw him on Cash. So, I would like to see, first of all, where is he playing? And just would like to see what his results are going to be. Because obviously, one more time, this is a new addition in this lineup. And the name hasn't really been heard that much before. Not like Lukia's name, which we'll already know in the scene. So, Lane B, really want to see how this man is going to approach this game, and obviously would like to know that he can one more time show why he is in this lineup. Yeah,
he was picked up pretty late, but already yesterday he had some moments where he was really flashy, but he was not like on top of the board, or I believe he was even in the bottom of the scoreboard after the game, if I remember correctly. So I'm thinking that he still maybe needs some time to fit in.
Well, we talked about it. It was just a good amount of that. I believe he had something like 13, 14 kills, and a good amount of that was coming back off the fact that he was playing on B. And, like, he was playing positions where the terrorists actually need to commit in order for them to be successful in this. And obviously that is why the result perhaps in terms of frags was not there, but he was definitely making good plays and good choices. As for the knife round, apart from me stabbing myself, said that as a Scottish man as well, stabbing myself, Celtic have actually won the knife round, so they will most likely choose to stay on the CT side here. As for Lithuania, we're going to see most likely a quick... I'm going to go with my gut feeling, and I'm going to say that Lithuania are going to do something through apartments here. I don't think they want to try Banana.
But since we know how aggressive Lithuania can be, and since the Celtic also know how aggressive they can be, wouldn't you just like decide to go T side first, just after that fact? Like, not allowing Lithuania to...
No, not on Inferno. Inferno is a map that if your CT side is good enough, you can, like, get a really solid hold. Like, you've seen so many games where on a professional level where the CTs have held like 12 to 3, 13 to 2 sides, and then afterwards
it's even like a normal score,
and even have lost after that as well. So, like, both scenarios are possible, meaning that, as I said already before, just based off the play styles of these teams, most likely this is going to be a close one. So one more time, I'm saying it's going to be 16-11 in favor of Lithuania. Emmy is saying it's going to be 16-9, and the clock is saying the game has begun and the round is off.
Let's see now, Lithuania, and as you said, going towards the apartments. Great prediction there. Bad luck that you're not going to win the whole prediction, though. Though we can see here, this place, he already has spotted players in apartments. That allows Noper to fall back, especially with that flash in his face. But let's see what's going to be the complete plan here for Lithuania as they move out from the smoke. They're gonna push on forward. Hoplo looking for the kills, not getting anything just yet. And now Nopper from the side. Can he get one? He will get one. But that's gonna be it as they clean out the side. Last man standing here, Hoplo. He hasn't found even one kill. Only Nopper did find one.
And just gets dinged as well, down to 10 HP here. Only Rexel and Hoplo remaining one more time. Hoplo on low HP. Rexel with the peek here will find the kill. Hoplo will go down in the process, down to Carcass. And Rexel only has an armor, doesn't have a kit. Butters position, spots the player. Actually, shouldn't be forcing this fight here, but should inevitably also find the kill. And now they just decide to push for it, and Carcass will finish off Rexel here. Excellent first round coming out from Lithuania. They were heading towards apartments, but decided to go through middle, which is not a bad strat. I mean, there's a lot of noise made in the process, and we did saw that the rotation was almost perfectly timed from the side of a Celtic. They were literally like 1 second late.
Yeah.
So slightly unlucky there. I mean, if Hoplo would have made it to that archway sooner, perhaps things would have changed. A nade towards Hoplo face and no damage in return here. And Devour in a position. Actually, he's going to burn down to 20 HP. I thought that the flames are not going to be spreading there, and now Lithuania looking to establish the banana control, but Devour and Rexel both find kills here as Butters will eliminate them, and that opens up the B bomb site. Only Nopper here close with the CZ actually is going to be hiding, just making sure to wait for his teammates first.
Yeah, didn't spot anyone above the smoke. He'll hear that they're going to come here, but I still think they can go for this one, like the retake. Because they have only CZ and even a Deagle, and taking off any of those weapons from service will be really good. So let's see, as Nopper is going to wait close towards the side. There is Hoplo coming in from the street. Let's see if he can find even one. No, Lime B instantly is going to take him down, and Nopper is going to go down as well. Displex, he has the potential, but Butters will shut him down. And how many kills was that for Butters? I believe all 5 ace for Butters in that round.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, I kind of missed that. I thought. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, well, Butters, smooth as butter. And
that laugh made it all better.
Yeah.
But let's see now, Celtic, as now they're going to be full on eco, instantly rushing towards Banana. Usually you see some grenades picked up, but they're just going to go for the stack here in B, and Butter is going to try his luck one more time.
Ooh, the nade.
Oh, he's going to be... Hoplo with 50 HP. But
decent overall damage. Everyone's pushing out here. Butters with the spray down will find 2-3. Only Rexel now here remaining with the help of Noppers, and Butters with another ace. Back-to-back aces.
Oh my god. 10-0 for
good job
in the first 3 rounds. That's gonna pump up his stats.
Yeah, not only his stats, but also his confidence. Yeah. So he's going to be dangerous in this game. 10-0-0. That's not something you see quite often when the scoreline is 3-0.
Yes, exactly.
So you can see everyone has purchased a nade on the side of his Celtic here, and also most of the people have smoke grenades. That HE grenade from Hoplo did literally like nothing almost. Oh, no, excuse me, it lagged out. So, yeah, Ikas is down to 45 HP here, as also Butters has taken 13 health damage, and Devour already going down to Butters. Not really sure why he was wide peeking so much. I mean, you should have just hold the angle and fall back. You'd still have a teammate, so if they decide to push, the boosted teammate will be able to find kills here. And now Rexel dropping down will find Ikas in the process and will fall back. Hoplo trying to deal some damage more through the smoke here. There is a single player already deep in sight. Another smoke grenade being deployed here, and Rexel looking to find the player. He's on low HP, that Butters, but still alive. And Rexel with the timing does find Carcass in the process. Lane B will take down him. And then it's still going to be a 3 versus 3 situation as Luki pushing through the smoke, and now Displex just trading it out. It is backwards and forwards with this round, as now Butters on 17 HP, hiding here in lane B. It's all going to be on his shoulders as he's in a 1 versus 2 situation. The new addition of Lithuania needs to win this one.
Let's see if he can, as he's going to head back. He hears them coming towards the bomb. The defuse is going to start, but they're going to fake this one. Lemby, he's going to rush out. This one's going to kill off one and going for the second, but Nopper, he's going to get killed. He doesn't have the kit, but I believe he just has enough time to defuse this one. I think it
looks like he's going to make it.
One to 3. Close. Yeah, 1 to 3. They finally do it as Celtic. It was a tough one, especially when Butter just came in and one more time got the kill towards the B side. And one more thing Lithuania are doing, they're instantly spreading out the map, like instantly taking control of apartments, Banana as well. And the Celtic, they're just left on defensive all the time. So I believe it's going to be pretty tough for them here on City side.
Yeah, so regardless of the fact that Celtic have won their first round, there is still a good amount of money around on the board. You can see actually Carcass with the AVP is going to be heading quickly into Banana here, trying to find this first peak towards the angle, and that is not going to be the case as Celtic have decided to go for a passive approach in this round. So Devour just going to be shoulder peeking here and is going to smoke only when he's going to spot a player, and the nade might force him to do so. And now Carcass, that was slightly unlucky. I feel like Carcass just barely missed the perfect timing there on that one, as Luki has somehow found Hoplo.
Carcass through the smoke, kills off Devor, and that leaves only 3 Celtic players remaining alive, as Rexel is gonna wait in the B side alone. Nopper is gonna rotate towards the help. Well, let's see, if Lithuania are lucky as they are right now, this should be an easy round for them, as they're actually grouping up, and pretty slowly they're gonna take control of this site, as Rexel is gonna drop down the flash, take a safe position, not run into the Molotov, but here he'll be spotted almost equally. No one saw him, and he's gonna take only 1 kill. Nopper pushes out, tries to spray him down, but they're only heads. You're not supposed to spray in that situation. Quite unfortunate there for Nopper.
Yeah, so only Displex now remaining here. What does have the defuse, but obviously is going to be saving, most likely just looking to see if he can find any of the exit kills. And while we're waiting, I can actually have received confirmation the name of the team that we were discussing previously is correctly pronounced as EU-Stonia.
EU-Stonia.
Correct, and the team was formed by Yuri. So there we go. Fun facts throughout the process. Feel free to drop more. PM me in Discord if you'd like a shout out in that sense. So, Displex here. Still, the man hasn't moved. Has the M4. Will have it in the next round.
But as you can see, none of his teammates will have anything near that.
Yeah,
so not even pistols, although like 1.4k and 1.7k you usually don't save that kind of amount of money, right?
1.4? What do you mean?
1.4k, do you save that kind of amount of money, or do you go for like a deagle and a small armor?
Anything below 1.5 is viable for a full force up, so like there's no point, like you won't be able to get any utility. The only thing that you can allow yourself in the next following round, if you like fully save it, is a P250 no armor, and then you have justified the save previously. But quite often we have seen in this meta that pistols are extremely strong still,
yes,
so obviously it justifies. And now already Luki finding Displex here, and a second kill on to Nopper on opening up A site. Only Hoplo remaining there, and he's going to be with the Deagle looking to see if he can somehow equalize the scoreline here in terms of players. Butters just making sure nobody has been boosted up, and the player gives away his position, and Butters will find the kill there, looking to find second, and that is Devour with FAMAS in hand. Finding behind the smoke, has taken some amount of damage. The bomb will go down, and Hoplo now does find eventually Luke, will be able to retrieve the AK there, and Devour just making sure nobody's pushed up, and will find us.
Through the smoke, finding the
player.
That
shouldn't have happened.
If you got a line B, that even could have been their round, a Celtics round.
Yeah, so there was a brief slimmer of luck on the side of a Celtic there by Devour, finding that kill through the smoke. And actually, if I recall, we have seen him knowing these angles relatively good throughout the previous matches, just in general. He gets a lot of kills through smokes. And now Hoplo will be able to... Oh, wait, what?
You said that Hoplo is going to shine. What was that? That was not shining. Oh, that's super unfortunate.
Trash also shines in the sun.
No, that was pretty bad from Hoplo. Do you think that... Does that throw you off as a player? If that happens,
it's like it's a tilter, like, because you start to doubt yourself one more time. Like if you'll have crazy thoughts in your head. But speaking of crazy things, 4-man rush here towards down middle, and as you can see, Lithuania, I believe they have brought a mop with them, so just to clean the floor in Inferno with the bodies of the Celtic. At least it looks so far, yeah. Because, I mean, Lithuania have already 6 rounds on Inferno, and that is already a good amount to have.
Yeah, you can basically now, like, don't do anything, and you're going to be fine for the CT side. That doesn't look like it. They're not even stopping. Like, every single round, Lukia goes towards this position. Every single round, they have this fight in Banana, and this time, they trade. Finally, it doesn't go only the way of Lithuania, but Lukia, he has found one more player towards middle. like every single round, Lukia clears out middle and apartments.
Yeah, so though obviously Celtic are doing something wrong there and they need a counterplay. I mean, they have been extremely passive. Initially, they've only used a few nades, sometimes from middle towards terrorist ramp. But I feel like one more time, like they haven't really been super proactive in Banana. Like, you need to prevent the terrorists from even wanting to enter Banana.
Yeah,
like that's the aggression you want to have. Like
the Molotovs, grenades, there's so many things to do.
Just use all of it if it takes, and just leave smokes in your pockets so you can then smoke it off afterwards when the timer goes down. So smokes now being deployed towards a site, and a library will be cleared. Excuse me, smoked off, and Displex will be tested here as all 4 players are here. Does manage to find the bomb instantly, and that is Carcass. I would suggest faking that he dropped by making some sort of noise, and actually he's just staying alive, finds another player, will go down to lane B eventually, but that is a lot of damage dealt, and Displex definitely did what he could maximum in that situation. Lukia now with the angle will find Rexel here, and now only Nopper remaining, and does Nopper suspect? No, he doesn't, as lane B just does it for us and quickly ends this round.
Like, even in this situation where from a Celtic there were 3 players remaining, Lithuania still faked towards the B site and only then went towards the A site. So they managed to get Nopper towards the B site and leaving only Displex alone. If they wouldn't have faked it, the B push quite potentially could have been around for a Celtic. They decided to push into 2 players.
Yeah, and understandably why the rotations were coming through, because like in that situation, looking from the point of view of the CTs, like you see a commit already because they know they got 2 entries, and that's it. That's your call, and obviously the teammates are rotating. So that's also a good way how to secure around here in this situation. So far, no damage dealt on each side. Even though one more time Lithuania have established quick banana control, and you can see there are 3 players towards B here, and Devour inevitably has taken 40 HP here. Will don't drop down, not really sure about that play, but Butters will find Hoplo as well. Only Rexel here remaining with the 5-7, looking to find any kills. Swings wide, but Carcass with the AVP is just too fast, and now only Nopper and Displex remaining here with CZ and Beagles in their hands. Pretty one-sided so far. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, I kind of was expecting something along those lines. But
no, this means that you're gonna win the prediction game.
Oh, really? Oh, what's up? What's up, big boy?
No, it's fine. It's fine. You'll see. It's a Celtic. They'll gather there.
Okay.
Nopper will go down to Lukia here, and now only Displex remaining with the Deagle in second middle. Interesting position, but you can't really get away with this one. Finds the first and the second kill here.
At least some damage dealt, maybe even a weapon save, but no, Carcass is gonna make sure that won't happen. 8-1, Lithuania still not stopping, even though they changed something a bit in this round. Wasn't Lukia pushing the apartments, he was not pushing middle. They were one more time putting more emphasis towards that B side, and it feels like it's definitely working out. And at Celtic, they're not taking the tactical timeout, but do you think, would tactical timeout change anything?
Well, they definitely should. I mean, they should just sit down and ask themselves, okay, what are they doing every round that forces us to be in these passive positions? So obviously, if the smoke is being deployed here continuously forward, I mean, just drop your own smoke and drop a Molotov just before that. Nade, double nades, I believe.
No, Butter sprayed through Molotov, got a bit, some hits into Devor and then throw his own nade.
So, well, Kobe.
Yes, it worked out perfectly for Butters. But let's see, now if they decide to push towards middle, this time it's not that they have it covered, although instantly they have the rotation already, as Aikas is taking down Rexel. The B side is cleared out, only Hoplo here, the closest guy there, but as you can see, bombs in middle, and there was Nopper trying to do something about this middle position, but as we can see, the situation is going to be 2-on-3, as Hoplo has found Butters. The aggression from terrorists did not pay off. Now the bomb can go towards the B side, freely get planted, as here Lukia is now going to try to get the kill against Displex if he gets lucky, and the timing will be right, and it will be. Carcass, Lukia both get the kills, and the score now 9-1.
Feels bad, man, on the side of a Celtic. I mean, I got so hyped up off that Red Eye match, and I thought they're going to be really aggressive this season, and they're going to continue that aggression on. They already came out after the first round, and on the first buy round there, that they instantly took it with a passive approach. Yeah. And I understand their logic in the sense that if you know that the players are like super aggressive on the side of Lithuania, then you're going to be like, okay, we just need to play defensively initially, and then we're going to regain this control. But it never gets to the point where they regain this control. So like, what's the point then? And it's 1-9 already for FFS.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Just get back into the game.
And we're gonna get back into the game after 5 seconds, as you can see on the screen. Like you say, like Hoplo, he could be like a crazy player here. Do you think he has to go for like aggressive mid rushes or like apartment pushes? They haven't tried that even, so I guess.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They haven't tried so many things I can't even predict right now. But I would say like Hoplo really should. He could potentially push apartments easily and get an entry, like no problem. I've seen him do it so many times beforehand, and he has grown as a player a lot.
Oh, that is always good. No one there, you can
as
see
I
it.
say it.
Yes.
There we go, and with the nade, potentially we'll find another one. Takes his time with the bullets, doesn't know that the remaining player, lane B, is on 19 HP, but with the help of Devour, they both will clean house here, as now the remaining 3 players on the side of Lithuania are going to be entering a short position, as Nopper has already approached it closer. A boost coming up onto the roof here.
Yeah, so this could work out so well, and now Nopper sees him, he's gonna take him down, but Dayspikes, he couldn't stay alive to help his team. But 3v2 situation and 2 AKs on the side of SLT, this could be their round. But let's see how Carcass will play this one. If he spots the player instantly and gets the kill on already, the situation could be theirs.
Yeah, so the information about the player in library definitely has been passed on. As you can see, Carcass has posted up his big crosshair there.
Yep. Has to be pretty careful because there are players in apartment and player in short. He managed to get the timing right and perfectly. Ike's taking down Hoplo. They're gonna look for more. Carcass missing the shots. Very not like
him. And Rexel burst
no! Summit 1G is in the chat. That's not something you see very often. Burning down in such an unfortunate situation.
Wow, I really thought Celtic are going to put up a round here, but not the case. Carcass, though, looking a bit shaky with that AVP for those first 2-3 shots there. Did find eventually a kill, and obviously one more time the Molotov finished off Rexel there. So Devour both now with the help of his teammate in Banana, and that is going to be Rexel here. Have regained some amount of control, but you can see they quickly fall back. So, and also they fall back really deep into CT initially here, as now is this going to be finally?
Oh, this could work out so perfectly for Devo if he gets the timing right. Yes, see them both! Takes him down, and the Banana push is completely stopped. Now Butters with 1 HP, Akis and Carcass, only 3 players remaining.
This is the moment where you can be extremely passive. You are in a 5 versus 3 situation.
Yep.
Terrorists have already used a good amount of nades. They cannot really sell that many fakes. Butters is on 1 HP, but they don't know it. And they need to stick as a unit in order to even have a chance at winning out the trade game. Meaning that if a side hit will come through, chances are it's genuinely a side hit and they're all there.
But possibly, we can see still they're like with Butters, they're putting the bomb behind them, so they're not pushing. Oh, now they're going to push. They just checked what's happening behind them, and now they're going to go in. Let's see if Devor can get any more kills. He's going to find Carcass, going to look for one more. Ikes goes down as well, and Devor almost gets the ace.
And Butters with 1 HP with the AVP does manage to secure a kill here, looking to find any sort of boost. Does find Nopper. Also, excuse my volume, as Rexel will inevitably take him down one more time. He had only 1 HP. So the second round on the side of his Celtic, Lithuania have put up 10 rounds on the side of terrorists here on Inferno. So
that's pretty sad news for a Celtic.
That's pretty sad news. Like, it really feels bad, man, because you will have to dig so deep in yourself to bring it back into this match on the terrorist side, and I don't even dare to imagine how it is to play against Lithuania when they're on the CT side here.
There won't be any room for mistakes as well.
Nopper, though.
Nope.
Nopper says nope.
Won't get killed, but Lukia gets the kill towards middle. One more time, he surprises the enemy team here as Devor. He finally has understood what he needs to do towards B and just controlled sprays through the smoke, I'm guessing.
No, that looks like the case as Nopper one more time nopping around here with the AVP. can't really manage to land a kill, as there is a player, and that is Luki in archway, just looking to see if he can find the repeat. And oh my god, the timings might not work out, as Nopper does he suspect, I believe he understands that there should be one more player here, and Devour now checking corners here, might potentially lose his life, actually will spot the player there, and will take Luki down. Only 2 players remaining on the side of Lithuania, but Lane B with quick 2 kills evens out the score in an instantly 2 versus 2 situation. One more time, this is another 50-50 round situation. So Devour with the spray, of course, gets the kill onto Ikas there, and only Lane B now remaining, and he needs to go huge for his team, otherwise they will lose.
He has no flashes,
round.
he has no smokes, he now gets flashed a bit. There is still smoke on Rexel. I don't know how much that will help. Maybe if you throw it on the bomb it could help, but let's see how this one's going. Oh, he spots Devor. Can he spot Rexel, or Rexel will spot him? Rexel spots him, but still Lane B, oh, so close, leaving Rexel with 41 HP. And as we can see, I believe that he doesn't have the kit, so the time could run low, but he'll still be able to defuse this one. So it's going to be 3 rounds now for S Celtic.
Yeah, slightly unfortunate for Lane B there. I mean, he was trying to evade any sort of nades that might be coming through. I feel like in that situation, he already, after that first kill, he already knew where the player is going to be, like, coming from.
I don't think he, I think he was checking the long position.
No, like, he afterwards, there were sound cues, so he started pre-aiming there and then turned away, and because of that, he died. So why wouldn't you just move down the stairs and hide behind the wall?
As well, maybe he was scared that, maybe he was thinking he was a bit more closer than enemy player as well.
Perhaps, yes.
That could be the case, but you can never know in these situations.
A very default round here coming out from Lithuania, and also a slightly slower one from their side, so they don't want to use it. You don't need it, but as I say it, Luki just decides to pop out quickly this pose of Displex, and looking to find kills here more, as now Nopper posted up with the AVP, looking to see if anyone will dare to peek him, and Luki really should not be attempting this, just needs to make sure that he can get his teammates into his sight.
Oh, no way! Nopper, just as Luki peeks out, switches out the weapon and goes down. That leaves only 2 CT players remaining, as they need the weapons. The next round they'll save this one, as it looks for now.
And all 5 players on the side of Lithuania, mind you, none of them under 50 HP in health. Celtic. I just lost for words, really.
Yes, I was definitely thinking a bit more closer game. Okay, maybe not like...
not like this.
Them winning, not like this. Yeah. Maybe not a Celtic winning per se, but at least having those like 6-7 rounds if they would start on the T side, or even maybe.
Okay, maybe their T side is wild. We don't know.
Yeah, that could be the case as well. Although against Lithuania, I'm kind of doubting.
And Devour here looking to deal just some economical damage and to get at least one weapon off their hands. Will be running back. Ikas unfortunately misses the jump there, but wouldn't have changed anything, as half a second only was remaining in that round. So, the final round of this very first half, is this going to be a 4-11 or is this going to be a 3-12? I'm
thinking 3-12, since you can see the buy on the Celtic side is not the best. But maybe
and
they come up with this
and that's exactly why I'm going to say they're going to win this round, because we've seen it before in the previous days. And Devour swinging wide here, dealing a good amount of damage. Rexel trying to pick up this weapon. I believe he did show his pistol there just around the corner. So the remaining terrorist players on the side of Lithuania here in Banana are going to be pre-firing that angle, and Lithuania losing 2 players instantly, Luki and Ikas, as well as Nopper taking down Butters, and it is a 3 versus 2 situation, as only Karkas and Lane B are remaining here. Lane B looking to pick up the bomb, and Karkas in a really good position. Lurk actually spots one of the players in pit. So information about that has been passed on, making sure that nobody has quickly pushed Ark, as he is looking to flush this player out. They need to get rid of him, and that is going to be instantly a 2 versus 2 situation now, as Nopper both with Rexel together. They don't have a kit. Rexel does have an AK in hand. Nopper with 2 HP with the CZ.
Yes, both of them
will have to act like a decoy.
Yeah, well, let's see. How well can this go? Oh, Karkas just in the right time switches out to the Molotov and still goes out.
And he takes down Rexel, so only Nopper remaining here. And looks like you're going to be right in this one. It is going to be 3-12 in favor of Lithuania in this first half. And what a convincing half, I must say, especially starting off on the terrorist side. As I said one more time, actually I'm going to talk about this afterwards in the post-match.
Want to hear a fun fact?
Yes.
Butters got as many kills in 3 rounds as he got in the last 12 rounds. We can see he has 20 kills, and after the first 3 rounds he had 10 kills already. Oh. In the next 12 rounds he got 10 kills as well, so he kind of slowed down. But everything's working out for Lithuania, so they don't need that kind of a players to go wild. As here, Luki in the middle already has tagged up Nopper as they're trying to be aggressive towards middle and not allow Celtic to move out too freely. And Butters, okay. With
the Zeus here up and close and personal, just wants to add insult to injury here on top of things. As now the Celtic looked to show their presence in middle very quickly. And will Butters get the heal here? He's being baited for, so Devour probably suspects this one, and that's why he's fallen back a step here, just to make sure he's not going to be pushed.
You can see Lithuania players, they're kind of trying to come in to push, but no! Devour instantly shuts down the player, and now
oh my god!
Shot from Devour. This opens up the B side, although they're going to head towards the A side, and here Devour is still looking for the kills. He's gonna find Akis as well. Oh my goodness.
But he does inspect another player here in the site, and that is Loki, and he's going to stay alive for a very long time. Karkas realizing, though, it is A, as he will find one player here, has the potential of getting another one. Instant headshot there. And Karkas really might bring this back for his team as he spotted another player there, and Devour has eventually taken down Luki. Karkas desperately trying to find more headshots, but unfortunately it doesn't fall his way. So Celtic have picked up the very first round. Interesting strategy coming out their way, but yes. Devour really opened it up for his team and gave them a good shot at getting the economy going for them and trying to claw their way back into this.
Yeah, because we saw how much Karkas could do there alone. If one more player was there, then everything could be completely different. But good job, Devour. Let's see if that continues on. And I think Devour as well, like in the first side, he was the guy who stepped up. He was the guy who went out crazy and tried to do everything that he can, everything that he is in his power. And as we can see, it's kind of helping, but there's still a lot more work that needs to be done. Maybe Hoplo can get lucky here with the UMP, although he's not going to push, he's just going to wait for the aggression from Lithuania.
And you can see Lithuania's approach, like they've posted themselves in apartments so close to make sure that they cannot be overwhelmed, and they are having like favorable fights, especially with that Mag 7, and now Ikas is being baited for by his teammate Butters just to make sure that he can land a free kill with that CZ and potentially another one along the way. Celtic are going to fall back from Banana, going to be heading towards middle here, and Karkas with the Mag 7 in an excellent position to deal a lot of damage potentially here, and he just needs to make sure that his teammate holds his back. Which seems to be the case just now as the smoke will be deployed, and that is unfortunate. Yes. I mean, he could have done so much with that Mag 7. He's going to be looking to find the timing.
Let's see if Limeby, he hears them, but he does not see them. As for now, Lukia here.
He's actually stuck.
Yes, they're walking right into each other, and Lukia is going to get the kill. And now Rakes are looking, but he has to be careful. From the right side, Limeby comes in with the Deagle, shuts him down, picks up the AK, 3v4 situation. 4 CTs versus 3 terrorists. Two of them are in the site, one in the pit. Let's see who can take down who in this scenario. It's not looking like the best thing happening right now.
Oh, it's all going south as Lane B has found Displex as well. Hoplo will go down, and only Nopper remaining here. Does find one, does find a second.
Can get the third? Can he get the kill? But no! Laneby with the AK-47 finds his head, shuts him down. It's going to be the 13th round for Lithuania.
Oh my god.
It's just crazy thing that Nopper got that far and still gets shut down. I think like a Celtic, they'll be just disappointed in this game because their like hopes are so high up at one point and then they fall to the ground.
Yeah, so like times. You feel like you're gonna get into it just now, and then it fails you again, and then one more time and again. So like it's a real emotional roller coaster. Excuse me. And Karkas, with your favorite weapon coming out here in this match, which is the auto shotgun. Lukia does spot the player, interestingly enough, doesn't get the kill in that situation, but there are 3 CZs and 2 P250s on the side of a Celtic. Karkas with the shotgun does find Rexel. Jizz completely.
But as you can see, only 2 terrorist players are remaining. I believe this is the point where Lithuania are like, okay, we're done with this game. We can just grab a hold of this one right here, right now.
Yeah, they want to end this one and they don't want to extend it. Devour here, more backstabbing players. Actually, a team kill coming out from Lane B. Unfortunate news as a lot of damage was dealt to both of them. So just blind up and was a bit unlucky. Ikas has been really quiet this match though.
Yeah, and
I was talking about Hoplo and he hasn't really shown up.
Yep, we were saying like Carcass and Icus. Carcass has shown up, Icus hasn't. Hoplo as well has been kind of quiet. Devor is the guy for the job. And last season it was Icus who was just so flashy and super aggressive. And here we can see maybe he has changed his playstyle over the past few months. But as we can see, Butter is going to get the kill, but Devor kills him off instantly. As Luki is still trying to do something here, but it's pretty tough for them. Although, finally, Icus shows up with that MP9. And they're still trying to spray down this banana.
Yeah, he was curious to see if he could pick up that M4 on the ground there, but obviously being on 2 HP doesn't want to risk it with like
doesn't help.
a single bullet hitting him. Also, Luke is still on low HP, so this still is doable for Eskeltic. Question is do they suspect that they are on low HP?
They might have some information that only for both players. I don't think that they know that they tagged Lukia that much. He was hiding most of the time. But let's see now, 3 players heading towards the B site. As you can see, 2 of them are going to wait there. Icus with Carcass, so at least 1 player with high HP is there. And Icus, in this position with MP9, is going to be so tough to kill someone because you have like 2 HP and people are going to realize from where you're shooting pretty quickly.
But it's an off angle, so I mean he does have the chance. You can see now it is going to be a contact play coming into this base side here, and Carcass with the perfect timing before the incinerator grenade will force out their position. Icus does get a kill and Carcass gets another one. Only Nopper remaining here, so the setup works out. Yes. And Nopper left in a situation that is nobody really wants to be, and you don't know where the CTs are going to be coming from, and he's looking to be towards CT. Actually gets a few bullets off, but Carcass will clean it up, and it is going to be 4-2-15.
Something that we have already seen, but it was on the other side. The Celtic were crushing the game, and the other team was losing.
So Lithuania are heading on a trend here where so far this is going to be 2 stomp games coming out from them.
It was 16-3, you said, against Skinlords, right? 16-3.
Yeah.
Okay, and here 16-4, that could be a chance. As you can see, Celtic, they don't have too much utility, but let's not write them off just yet as Butters. Okay, he got him through the wall. That's just not funny at all. And Carcass sprays down middle, takes down 2. Noper, Rexel, 2 players are remaining here. And doesn't look like there's going to be a happy ending for a Celtic this time. As Carcass kills off 1 more. Rexel, last man standing, but he still is kind of hidden. So let's see how this one's gonna work out. Rexel, Precision Line B takes him down 16-4. What a stomp and what a great showing one more time from Lithuania.
Congratulations to Lithuania. Obviously a beautiful match coming from their side. They really showed how the terrorist side should be played. And one more time, unfortunate news for Eskeltic that they didn't manage to secure that many rounds really on either of the sides. The terrorist side started to look pretty good, but then that shutdown round quickly evaporated their hopes and dreams.
Like every single round that they got, instantly there was an answer back.
Yeah.
They couldn't continue on whatever they were trying to do. So
as I said already previously, and this is what I wanted to talk about in the first half as Celtic were on the side of CTs, when the scoreline was 1-8, they still made no adjustments regarding Banana. When the scoreline was 3-12, still no adjustments regarding Banana. So there wasn't a single round where they had even the opportunity to gain control of Banana, meaning that they constantly don't know how many people are there. Therefore, the remaining players on A side don't know how many people are towards A, and they don't know what to prepare themselves for, meaning that any play they make is potentially a lot more risky and a lot more not worthy of making.
Yes, the rotation.
Just off the fact that you don't know what you're getting yourself into. And that's a huge problem here, and that's why banana control is extremely important. And obviously then afterwards, well, Lithuania just finished the Celtic off in this match. So one more time, big congratulations to them. Obviously they are a strong contender for this title as well, at least. Looking that they are on point. And one more time...
champions.
Yes, and one more time, Butters with the two aces,
yes, 2 aces
back to back. One was on an eco round, but still pistols are pistols and bullets are bullets, so it counts. And obviously, he actually, I believe, had the highest amount of kills on the side of Lithuania, but not by a lot. He had he finished the game with like 21,
23, so something along those lines.
Something along those lines.
All of the players performed, but you can't say that about
apart from Icus, though.
Yeah,
he was really quiet, but I mean, if the remaining players are playing like that,
you don't need that.
Hey man, easy game.
And who is winning the prediction game?
5-4 in favor of him. I do have a sharp object in my hand, so I would suggest that.
You do. You do. Right. Okay. Okay.
You're not brave enough.
Oh.
So, one more time, giveaway, Volt food, hungry.
This one,
I'm hungry.
one,
Someone order me food. Shut up.
You can do it. You can. Oh, I just wanted to order your food because it's just so simple. You open up the phone, you decide from which restaurant, you type in your address, put in your card, and that's it. I wanted to do that right now, but no, screw you, man.
Bye, have a great time. But in the chat, if you type hashtag Vault in, you do have a chance of winning in this giveaway. One more time, it is going to be 10 euros that you can gain into your Vault account, and therefore will be able to order food. Make sure you do that. We will get the winners randomly at some point in time, but for now, a small break because I'm really thirsty.
Yes.
Flat on the floor of my life, the world just leaves me behind. I wanted more at this point, but I keep losing my voice. I don't wanna be like that though. Better grow a fucking backbone. In my voice, I don't wanna be like that though. Better grow a fucking backbone. Better grow a fucking backbone. Better grow a fucking backbone. stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait until the summer. I just can't wait until the can't wait until another when I got nothing on my mind. I just can't wait to rediscover when I meet with you again. Oh, I just can't wait until the summer when my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait until the summer when my spirit's free, no one's stopping me now. I just can't wait until the summer when I meet with you again. Yeah, I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait. I just can't wait until the summer. I just can't wait until the
Nobody said it'd be easy, but we took a train to the ceiling. And now I'm high on all of my feelings. Don't wake me up from the stream. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard Jupiter's nice this time of year. Out in the wild, find our eating. Let's stay a while, never leaving. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Taking off. Taking off. Found you in all of the madness. I heard your voice in the static. Your skin on my skin like a magnet. I won't look down when we crash. I bought a one-way ticket to space. Let's get out of here. I heard Jupiter's nice this time of year. You turn my world on its axis. Out here where anything happens. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. Don't let go, I want your body around, all around, all around. Sound the alarm in my heart. We're taking off. through the silence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin. And there's darkness here. The whole world I fear. In my room I seem to drown. But I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down, down,
Every day is a reason to chase what you've been dreaming. For you I strive. And every week is a season. The winter's got my knuckles bleeding, but I don't mind. Sometimes I think that I could feel it. It keeps my time. Every night when I'm dreaming, feels like I'm falling through the ceiling. No, I don't mind, no. Just falling apart. The king's horses and men couldn't mend what is left of my broken heart. And now I finally realize it's what keeps me in line. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind.
I'm falling in love with you, and I have no intention. I'm falling in love with you, and I have no intention to.
Hello and welcome back to Baltic Esports League Season 2. Soon all the players will be ready to play the matchup between Not Like This and Estonia.
EU Estonia. Don't mind him. It's just a thing he does. Apparently he might have Tourette's, but nobody knows. Anyway, the match is going to be played on the cash map here, so a widely used map. Definitely almost every single team should have it in their map pool because it's extremely popular. One more time, the map is very versatile in the sense how it can be played. We don't really know that much about these teams, as in terms of lineups we have on the side of Not Like This. Prokas, Dreamas, Halflex, Fanet, and Dreamy.
On the side of Estonia, we have Gaborik, Skarel, Yori is... How would you pronounce that nickname?
Say.
Okay, let's try that. And Oof. I believe that's going to be a fun nickname to shout out.
Considering how many times I say Oof.
Yeah, right, already.
Yeah, probably. So, as you can see, there have been lineup changes on the side of Not Like This. Yep. Hopefully that is going to prevent them of doing it not like this. And obviously on the side of EU Estonia, Gaborik has found new friends and new teammates. So curious to see what he can show.
But as you
with
said,
this new
Yori
lineup.
formed the team.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, but probably Gaborik was.
Yes.
I think he has to be like one of the main pieces. As now he was captain for Sports for a long time, and they did pretty good at the time when he was the in-game leader for them.
We can ask afterwards Yori and see what he can come up with in terms of what was the situation. The players are still warming up here on the server, so I don't think it's really going to matter in terms of, well, we don't really know which of these teams are better on which side, so it's slightly hard to predict. But what we can predict, or try to predict, because currently he's in the lead by 1 point.
Exactly, and I'll remain in the lead.
So just before saying our predictions, I will explain one more time what's going to happen now. So this is going to be our final prediction this week for what the result might be for these teams. Accordingly, whoever loses gets to walk the walk of shame. He's pointing at me, but if I win this prediction, and if we go into a scenario where we are tied, we both suffer.
Yes, and that's going to be a surprise how we're going to do it on the week 2, day 1 that we're going to have. Probably it's going to be Tuesday, if I remember correctly.
But yeah, so we're going to announce the punishment. A punishment will be announced on Monday, and the punishment will be executed on Tuesday.
And Yoda will help me to win this one. He helped me win yesterday, and he was going to help me win today as well.
So back to the game now. So I'm going to say that Emmy is going to win. Excuse me.
Yes, exactly.
See, he's in my head already. That's not good. That's not good. And I'm gonna say that Not Like This are actually going to pick up this map off the fact that they still have 3 players that have played previously together throughout the previous season, so only adding 2 more, and I'm gonna say they're going to win with the scoreline 16-10, which is not really that important currently because as far as I know, he prefers another team.
Yes, I do prefer another team. That team that I prefer is EU Estonia. I think that they have a much more firepower, and I believe a much more strat power as well. The experience is there, so I'm going to say 16-6 even in their favor.
Okay. So
and I can't believe that you did that, man.
What?
Yoda. Like, who does that?
Darth Vader.
We don't have a Darth Vader here. If we have Darth Vader here, I would just...
We have something similar in the wall there, but I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, so note to self: need to get a Darth Vader doll on the back wall there. Not really sure why the players are still not ready, but
we have Procus who is missing. Procus is missing.
Yeah, so Procus is not there just yet. Perhaps having his final cigarette if he smokes. I don't know. I do not promote smoking here. There are children watching. We are not smokers.
Bad thing.
Bad thing, don't do it, don't start, you can't quit, and it ends up badly. But what you can pick up as a habit is
you could pick up Yoda.
How about no? What you can pick up as a habit is you could start ordering food regularly with the help of Volt. And one more time, hashtag Volt in the chat. Hashtag same as yesterday, Emmy sucks at prediction games. And
You know what's his nickname, right? V or Veneficus. You type that in the chat. You can type anything that you want over there because he's still gonna lose. So just give him some kind of hope. Maybe some booster like Veneficus is the best or something along those lines to make this guy happy because he won't be after this game.
Maybe.
No, what maybe? No. I'm picking up Yoda. That's it. I can't stand him being there. I'm gonna put him in a safe position.
You make sure you do that.
Yeah. You can't get here, right?
Did you not see my 2-meter long legs?
Oh, yeah, right.
Is he alive? Is he okay? He's fine.
He's kind of okay, but he doesn't look too happy about that, so you better be careful at your house.
Oh no, I will have to buy a doll. Oh, excuse me, that's a clock.
Yeah, that is a clock.
Does it make sounds?
I believe it doesn't anymore because you threw it on the ground.
Well, it has a lot of buttons on the back of it, so... Can you press some?
You broke it, man. You broke Yoda.
Oh no.
How strong you have to be to break Yoda. But okay, hopefully soon Procus will be in. But about Cash, we know how exciting this map is. We yesterday saw how well, I believe it was Akis, who went out in the A side and made that super flashy play.
Akis.
And I hope that something along those lines is going to happen today as well.
Yeah.
This map allows it.
Ideally, one more time. So this is traditionally considered a terrorist-sided map. You want to have a good amount of aggression coming into this match, especially if you want to establish early dominance there. And I feel like whoever starts on the terrorist side will also be the one who is going to dictate the pace of the game, regardless if they're aggressive, passive, or winning or losing. The other team will most likely adapt to that. I don't think these players in these lineups have met before. I don't. To be honest, I haven't really tried checking, but I believe they're quite fresh lineups. So probably they haven't really met in any leagues or tournaments beforehand. There.
Well, as well, like the Baltic eSports League season 1 ended in May, and now it's August. So there was 2 months time for preparation. So maybe they even formed like after 1-1. But the most tops the team has been together is probably 2 months.
Yeah.
The most of the time. No, like
Okay.
Most time that they were able to be played together. Hopefully they are all ready, although only at the moment
it's going to be a good showcase match in terms of how their synergy is, and really is going to show some key mistakes that the teams have on either side. So like it should be a really good learning experience from them as well, and I would already suggest for them to, regardless of their score, regardless how it goes, even if it is a complete stomp, rewatch this match yourself, guys. You're going to find a lot of useful things just off the fact how it looks from the side. So having the luxury of having our commentaries on top of that in the replay,
I think that helps. I think that helps.
Yeah, it obviously helps.
So many things.
I mean, we point out things, you're going to see things that we perhaps missed or did not know the context of, and therefore you will also find out how other people might interpret said actions. So,
who would you call the player to watch out for, as I always do before the games? And now Estonia.
For EU Estonia, I only know one player, that is Gaborik, so I'm going to be keeping my eye on him. I mean, he has been in a serious team before, and not saying EU Estonia is not, but we still need to see to find out. On the side of not like this, probably Dreamus. He was a very stable rifler.
He kind of was, but that's not the first player that comes to mind for me.
Why?
Because I know Half-Life has been playing for such a long time, and I think like his experience, and I think he's I wouldn't say more stable, But if I remember correctly from season 1, he was the guy who really showed up most of the time. And as well, the player Prokas, who is now at the moment not coming into the server. Hopefully he's going to come in soon. I think he as well is kind of a player to watch out for.
Perhaps it's just a few moments then that has been stuck in my mind since season 1 then. Yeah. But still, I'm not going to back off from my words, same as I haven't not going to be backing off my prediction.
Yes,
and we're going to both suffer.
No.
See, because like I have already lost and accepted it, and now I'm just looking to get you in trouble. I don't care about winning anymore. I just want you to suffer as well. I don't mind suffering. That sounded wrong, but
yeah, that is good to know, because now what's the point of prediction game? You know?
What do you mean?
I need to figure out better punishments so you won't want to do.
Well, then do your homework, man. I have put up pretty decent punishments for you.
Yeah, I've seen. I'm ready for them.
I know that you can do them, and at the same time, you're not really happy about any of them.
I wouldn't say any of them. Some of them are kind of good, and I'm on board with them.
You're on board with them?
With some of them. With some of them are kind of like, oh, okay.
Care to share afterwards once we finish which ones you don't like, so I know what to pick?
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
I think you already wrote something. I'm going to roll back in our chat and see which ideas you didn't like.
Okay, could you maybe check out if there's any kind of information on that beautiful piece of laptop that you have right there? Maybe
yes,
about the players, why are they not here?
Exactly. No information about why both of these players are not here. Just going to check another chat just to see what's going on.
Who was the captain for Not Like This? Oh, I believe Prokas, the captain, is not in the match. Hopefully he's going to be there soon, because we're already kind of past our schedule at this stage. So okay. Prokas, hopefully he's going to come back. Maybe you can tag Prokas in one of those chats. Yes, no problem. And then I'll remind you about the few basics of this league as V does his thing. I'll remind you that this time we don't have 10 teams in the league. We have 16 teams in the league. 8 from season 1 and 8 from the qualifiers that were held in, I believe, end of July and at the beginning of August. And of course, the prize pool has been raised from 7K to 9K. So there is always this motivation for players helping out, because the prize pool always helps players to motivate themselves a bit more.
Of course, yeah. So the increase was around 2K, actually exactly 2K. Yeah. So it has been lifted up towards 9,000.
And one more thing as well, like I believe 4 bottom teams will be thrown out of the league, and they still will receive the money prize for participating. Which is kind of great for them that they got through.
Oh, great! It's like kindergarten. You do nothing and you get something. Great!
Yes,
great.
But in a way you did something. You either stayed in top 8 in season 1 or you got through qualifiers, so you were worthy of this.
Obviously, these guys are going to have a lot of games. It causes a lot amount of stress on you, and you have to
2 games per week for each team. 2 games per week, so it's double the games that we had in the first season. And as well, this time HyperTown is bringing its joy towards Tallin in Estonia. So Saku Suurhall, 20th and 21st of October. The tickets.
Saku Suurhall.
Yeah, you have to say Suurhall. Something along those lines. And you can buy the tickets at HyperTown.pro. And of course, be careful with that, man. You already have stabbed yourself. You want to stab me?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to suffer anymore. So.
Okay. Yeah, but Prokas still hasn't joined. What else can we point out? I'm not quite sure who is the opera on the side of Estonia. On the side
Okay, well, we finally have some information about why he's not on the server. He's actually unable to join because of an error message that he keeps getting. So we're working on a quick fix for that. Something is going crazy wrong with it. Yeah, well, the error message doesn't really say that much. It's just a load of jibber jabber, but hopefully that will be resolved quick enough.
While we are waiting, I want to ask you, which one of the games did you enjoy the most during this first week?
My prediction?
Your prediction?
My pick of the week, yeah. Volsung versus eSports.
Yeah.
That was an intense match, and as I said already, like that was just a showcase of how intense a match can get how quickly things can turn around, how Inferno can be played, at times should be played, at times shouldn't be played, and just in general, we talked over so many things during that game. Like, there were so many tiny aspects of it, in the sense of how things can quickly turn around based off what plays are happening on the map. And that's exactly why I feel like that is one more time a match that I'll probably even rewatch myself at some point in time, because like I saw a few things that I would definitely like to pick up whilst playing Overpass at some point in time when I have the time for it. Which one is yours though?
I believe Mighty was against Autoclutch, where they went 16-14.
Yeah, that was
the end. And we even before the game, we both, I believe, picked. You picked Autoclutch, I picked Mighty Wolves. And at the end of the game, I believe we were all thinking like, oh, this can definitely go either way. And the same with the players. MSN, as I said yesterday, he also texted me and said like, we shouldn't have won. There should have been overtime. We should have played it there. But they got kind of lucky. Maybe it was experience. And the one more thing that I picked up from that game is that Mighty Wolves, they're looking really ready for this season. As we saw in season 1, the team Spy, where they were Kakaho and Emis, it was kind of disappointing season for them.
Well, they did have the LAN house thingy for 2 weeks, and they also had a coach from the side. I don't know if we can say who it was or not, so I'm not going to say the name just yet.
But I think I think you know who that is.
People might suspect. Maybe someone knows. Who knows? It's a speculation. Maybe I know. Maybe I was told wrong. Who knows?
Oh yeah, right. That's also a possibility.
Do I know it?
Nope. We always lie to you.
Okay.
You don't know anything.
Well, good job, because I speak a lot and I can't shut up. Speaking of shutting up, you could shut up with the prediction game. I know you were about to mention that thing, so no.
Okay, I think we both now kind of need to take a break and hopefully maybe contact the players and see what's going to happen and how long time it will take to fix it. So now, a quick small commercial break, but when we come back, instantly the game between Estonia and Not Like This.
Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom with Guns of Boom.
None of this seems right. What am I holding on to?
girl, just say something. Oh baby, won't you say something? No running, you got me thinking about the state I'm in. Going back to that place we met. Yeah, I've been feeling lost somewhere deep within.
It's your time to know something that is real. The Milky Way, I feel you splendor. You're the weakness and a fire. And melt away into forever. As I look, and I know that it is Set my heart into the sound. Slowly drifting.
And we are back. Luckily for us, Procker has just joined the server. He was giving a deadline, 35 minutes, and that's it.
Yeah.
And he managed to do it.
So we'll be heading into this one really quickly. Obviously, apologies for the delay here. So hopefully everyone had enough time to type #vote in the chat.
Yes,
one more time.
definitely.
I am slightly relieved that I still have a chance to ruin your prediction game and get you to suffer alongside with me. I believe we will be heading into the 9th round shortly here, as the remaining players are just typing ready in the chat.
Yep.
So we can start.
And we'll remind
game.
you about like the predictions that we had. I bet on Estonia 16-6 that they're going to win, not like this. And you, on the other hand, went not like this as well and went 16-10.
Correct. Yes.
Do you still stand by that when you saw how long of time it took for Prockers to get in?
Yes, but that might be enough time for Estonia to get tired, bored. We don't really want anything, and
just like start walking around, taking Monopoly in their hands, stuff like that, right?
Now that was us. You really need to see a doctor, dude.
Yes, of course. Hopefully they're gonna be okay. Yeah, you already say okay. Thanks for waiting, even though they were the ones waiting, and they should be ready soon. Could it be that Prockers now are like setting all his configs up?
Check if we need to type ready just in case.
I did already. I said to them, we are ready. We are ready, boys.
No, as in like us readying up as casters as we did previously.
Even if that's needed, I already did that as well. I'm gonna do it one more time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spam it all the time. Because the need for us to type ready was disabled.
I know. I am just following suggestions here because apparently it was us not showing as ready. So lol, omega lol, lol. Anyway,
right. But we are here. Okay, 9
finally.
Rounds. So on this map, we kind of have to say that it doesn't really matter on which side you start. As we said, T side is kind of more favorable if you play through that middle position. You can grab a hold of some kind of position early on, and the CT side as well is kind of, you can stop all those pushes if you're ready for it.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a 50-50 map, don't you think?
I would definitely say one more time, as I said, just based off the fact that there have been lineup changes on the side of Not Like This, as well as there's a fresh lineup, a fresh team here, apart from Gaborik, who's experienced the previous season. So, overall, I feel like it is a 50-50 match, and it's going to be dependent on how the terrorist side is going to be played by the first team, which looks like... remind me one more time. I think I just skipped the moment where who actually won the knife round. There we go. So Not Like This are choosing to stay on the CD side here, as EU Estonia will be on the terrorist side, and we are getting into this match shortly. You can see instantly Gaborik picking up a smoke and 2 flash grenades.
The support player never stops.
I feel like, we can see that one of the terrorist players is going to be heading towards B lobby here and will try to make some noise as the remaining players are being boosted up. And they will actually show themselves quite quickly. And that is also the bomb heading into middle. Only 2 players here in Halflex. Already gone down to Saea, as Dreamus now battling it out with 3 players falling back into this side here. Missing the shots, cannot really find anything yet. Has to reload, the smoke has been deployed. Procus.
Dreamus, he's gonna go down in the side. Okay, so the side is now taken. Planet, Dreamy, and Procus, they all have to retake this one. And let's see how this one will work out. As Dreamy is still waiting in the middle. Planet looking for any kind of shot that he can take here. As now Procus as well is now looking. But you can see the terrorist players are all over the place. The B main, checkers, sites. It's going to be pretty tough for them to even make a move. As Planet has already died. Procus, last man here near the site. As Dreamy, I don't believe he's going to peek in. Yes, he's even heading back. He's going to save the armor. Maybe look for some exit practice. Procus, he's going to find Seiya, and okay, there is Urskarel taking him down. So Dreamy saving the weapon, and the first round will go of the way of Estonia. One question, do you see a bit resemblance between Estonia and West Sports?
In their playstyle, or in how they approach? Yes, in the way how they cleared, how they were their after positions after post planting, like so how they were approaching, making sure that all angles are checked, making sure that there's no randomness can really happen, making sure also that the timing with the smoke grenade is perfect when they're crossing, giving you the maximum amount of time that you are is safe and no CTs will really be pushing through. So just these small nuances in terms of timing here, and actually Halflex is going to be heading towards middle, very close, will be pushing into middle here, and has already spotted a player, will find the kill here, looking to get another one as he has heard players before there. Now Gaborik quickly falling back here is going to be clearing out these corners, and the CTs have fallen back. So 1-to-1 trade, but Urskarel here is on 4 HP. So, oh, damn!
Oh, he almost got the 3rd kill there. Very well played from him. Gaborik finally stopped him, but you can see the situation now is 2-on-3. So Estonia, they are being picked off quite quickly. They have to be careful with these weapons.
Yeah, so now these players will be forced to group up here. There is still a good amount of utility, and as long as they can deal with Fnatt here being in vents, and obviously there is already what looks to be potentially a rotation coming in from a Dreamy. Definitely he's on the go. He's just going to be checking for no players to be found in connector here as the sound cues are giving away now. Fnatt falling out, instantly headshot and instantly hides. So that is bomb drop, forcing Gaborik to look for these players. Another player from the side of Not Like This is coming in through the vents, and Dreamy finishes off, brings it back for his team. Instantly round game backwards, AK picked up by Fnatt there, as well as a few other players are able to allow themselves bigger rifles.
And a technical pause.
And a technical timeout has come to this server. So this game has been cursed already from the beginning, and it's all because it's a decider on the prediction game in terms of if we will suffer or I will suffer alone.
Yep, that is kind of true.
Deep emo.
But you know, I think you're going to be happy
quickly about the first 2 rounds that we saw. One thing, yes, definitely you can see that EU Estonia have picked up here and there in terms of what their other Estonian colleagues are doing. And also, Not Like This, you can see that where these individual plays from Halflex and Procus, as you mentioned before there, have come out in this pistol round. So both gaining good amount of kills, also getting holding their composure, not overextending. Even that first kill in middle that only leveraged it back to 4-4 person situation. They instantly fell back. So good mind awareness not to push further on here. We are going to be heading back into this match now as smokes are being deployed here towards middle. Obviously Molotov onto the boost, and the EU Estonia players are in A main, and I feel like Procus is going to be in a field day here now as Dreamy Peaks gets 2 kills here. Procus will also find one in the process. Dreamy going down to Saeya now. Procus with another kill through the smoke. That's a 3k. Will go down to Saeya one more time. He has the option of picking up an M4 there, but he's just essentially crushed from 3 sides, and Fonet will eventually find him. So, wow. Very solid haul. Obviously, it was still pistols, but I felt like Dreamy could have gone a bit bigger there in that situation. Just perhaps the bullets didn't really fall into place there. Regardless, though, so far, as we spoke before, Not Like This are not looking to do things not like this way.
Yeah, definitely looks like so.
Definitely a good composure here, so perhaps this lineup change is what they needed, and Fonet is going to be tested here with this Glock train boosted up. The nade has dealt insane amounts of damage.
No way! How quickly they picked them, all of the players off. Oh my god! Only Yori remaining. They had no idea. They were not even checking it.
And the HE grenade landed perfectly, and you can see also the timing for it. I feel like Not Like This have seen a game or two from EU Estonia on catch.
Yeah, it definitely kind of looks like it. I need to check out where they have played with this lineup. They're pretty interesting to see, and as well what have Not Like This been doing for the past few months after the season 1. And this is gonna be interesting, as now the Byron will come out. Estonia, they need to grab this one back to make sure that this game doesn't run out of hand early on. And already I like what Not Like This are doing. They're pushing the Squeaky. They're gonna run towards T-spawn, and here's gonna be Sage, who understands there's some players here in Dreamer since then shutdown. It's gonna be Yori with a spray down. He finds 2. He's gonna look for the 3rd. He sees the head but does not hit him. And Finite understands that he needs to get back. And Saplex now, it looks like he's going to be a bit more aggressive here towards B and might catch out Scarrel, and he will. So now 3v3 situation. Gaborik, Oof, and Yori will remain. They're waiting towards middle. There's no action there just yet, but Planet here, he could catch them out red-handed. Let's see.
He's going to spot the player in a second there now.
Perfect timing. He kills off Oof. Only Gaborik with Yori will remain. And they have to decide what can they do, because Yori, he can't really peek in here. He knows that there is a player, and he's 9 HP. He's going to go down instantly. But Finite, he did the smart thing. He backed off, went back to the site. They're going to play this one carefully.
So a slightly chaotic round from the side of EU Estonia. Looks like they're just still recovering from what happened. And props to Not Like This being extremely proactive here in these first rounds. Looking to find these early advantages, and pushing Squeaky together is pretty safe. As now 2 players rotated, like from middle and from B even. Dreamy here with Planet both came in. So this is going to be pretty tough for Gaborik and Yori to beat. As Dreamy gets 1 in, the second will go down to Planet. Gaborik is dead. And I don't know the chances for Estonia to come back, at least in the first half. Not Like This, they're looking kind of dominant. Yeah, they're looking kind of dominant, and obviously the money situation is not helping EU Estonia as well. Like they can afford pistols and armors in this round, but that's about it. Yeah. Otherwise, like forcing up currently would be insanity. If you would lose this round after you forced, you would just dig your own grave deeper and deeper. So now Fonet here in an upfront position, and there are 4 EU Estonia players towards A main. Actually, 1 staying slightly behind with the bomb here. So just gonna be gathering, and we're going to try to push this down. I believe
such a late reaction from Procus, and oof, he does very good there with the CZ. Kind of even lucky, but yeah, Procus, he kind of fell asleep there.
I feel like he should have. I believe he saw the feet, right? Yeah, he should have seen the feet in that situation. So yeah, perhaps he was just checking the radar just to make sure where his teammates are, to make sure he will have a backup and just also have a plan in his head. And now Gaborik finding Fonet here. So I would slightly debate about that risk. I mean, you have pistols, and now Halflex is forced to push, and if he goes down, this round is over.
Like, I think here, Not Like This made a bit of a mistake for being aggressive. They were left 4 players alive. They should have been passive. They know that they have the pistols. But what they did, they just went into them, and yeah, that's not the best.
Aggression is good, but it's never really good against pistols. So Wolf will go down to Dreamus, and he has spotted another player here, dealing some amounts of damage. Does get another one, will deal more damage, but Gaborik has managed to retrieve an AK in his hand, as well as a flashback. And now Saeya finding Dreamy here on A side from the forklift position, looking to deal more damage towards that truck. And gets a headshot onto Dreamus. Only Halflix remaining alive here. Has good amount of utility, has a defuse kit, but will he expect this jump?
Oh, he was kind of expecting it, but Scarl wins that duel. I thought it was going to be so close because Gabor got damaged by the grenade. He got dropped down to 20-something HP. Sage was low as well. Only Scarl was the man with full HP. So if in that situation happens, we got him the first kill, I believe that could have been around for not like this as well.
Yeah, so close game so far. Looking Estonia, or EU Estonia, excuse me, are looking to see if they can bring it back. Quick boost here just to make sure that nobody's going to be pushing through that smoke into T middle. And obviously Halflix, they will boost up. They will definitely boost up, and this could work wonders for not like this. One more time, being extremely proactive here. He has taken some amount of damage somehow, but I believe that was just a random nade at some point. So now Halflix just waiting for any boost and any sort of sound cues to understand when is the perfect timing, when he should explode. I believe Dreamus should have heard the Rascal there, but Halflix had decided to go over, and he was waited for, and that was Saeya, who has killed him off. And now still a full minute on the clock. Chance for EU Estonia to group up and understand which side they should take.
What's going on with Procus? You can see he's lagging.
Yeah, Procus is experiencing some issues.
Oh, that's super unfortunate. Here, okay, at least he sees the tracers.
Yeah, that's a good thing. The man's internet seems to be in trouble. So not going in his way things, as also not going in the way of Fonet, as he has died to Gaborix, though. Saeya finding another kill also, and Yori just instantly swings wide and finds Dreamy. So only Dreamus remaining here, and can't really say much about this round. I mean, they've been literally just picked off one by one.
Yep.
So
exactly.
If you cannot win any of these one-on-one battles, I mean, that's just your aim.
And one more thing is that Halflix, I believe this is the second time he pushed as well, like the round before. Not like this got a bit more aggressive, and they got shut down when they tried to peek in. And here as well, Halflix he got boosted up, went in, died as well, pushing in middle. Like there's just something not like this, or not understanding that they don't need to be that aggressive, they don't need to push in that much. Of course, information is good. But at this stage, you're losing way too many valuable players with that information.
So, well, the difference is that these pushes are now solo, whereas previously they would push together as a pair. So working in pairs, like when you have when you're playing on a single site together, you can think of a lot of good things, and a lot of the good things can come from it. But not when you do it solo. When you do it solo, you're just essentially always risking of giving yourself up for nothing, and that is obviously not really how it should be done. Procus is still teleporting around the map, as they are forced. That is not like this is forced onto a pistol map, and Rascal just misses the shot, as somehow here is going to be peeking towards Checkers, looking to see if he can find one more chance to get this entry kill.
As here Dreamer super low with that grenade now thrown at him. 31, and he's gonna go down to Scarl there in the end. But fine that he came from middle, came into Vents to help out the B side if needed, and here Halflix he's just getting a bit more closer just to make sure that he has the edge with the CZ. But let's see whether that's gonna be the case here as Fan drops down. I believe he should have been spotted. And now he's peeking out. Here Gaborik, he's waiting for that peek out. Now they come out the lineup. But Fine he still managed to get one, but he does not get oof. And Procus is gonna be the last man left standing, and you can see he can't shoot. The guy's game is really messed up.
Yeah, so well, I mean, probably still better that you are there. You can still provide information, but still unfortunate news for the side of not like this. I hope it's not going to have a mental effect on them, as obviously so far it's starting to look not like this again.
Yes. In a way it really does. But let's see. Okay, EU Estonia, they switch things up. They're gonna head towards B side. 4 players, even 5. So let's see how this one is going to work out. As there is Halflix. Oh yeah, that's good nade. Let's see if Halflix can spray them down as they're now coming in. But instantly Gaborik takes him down. Halflix a bit more, one more time, a bit more too aggressive.
And there's no players on B.
Yep,
like
exactly.
There's no play. Why would you do this alone?
The small mistakes, they cost you everything.
And now Dreamus will be found by the Rascal, and already Ruskarl, excuse me. It is a 3 versus 5 situation. Not like this. Do have an AVP in hand, and that is going to be in the hands of Fonet. And he really should be, and the remaining of his team also should be thinking about saving at this point. Because, I mean, they don't have defuse kits, the utility extremely limited. There's only a smoke and a flashbang, and as I said, there is an AVP, that meaning that player can only hold static angles for the most part, and is not going to be too involved in the actual retaking process. So it is going to be 5-4 in favor of EU Estonia now. The tides have changed, as they say. So hopefully that trend will continuously change throughout the match, just to make it more interesting for ourselves as well. As so far, adjustments what need to be made, I would say, for not like this. You in a situation like this, where you are experiencing, first of all, technical issues on your side, and it seems that we are going to be paused for that reason. You can try doing something like sacrificing 2 rounds, 1 or 2 rounds of like being completely passive, and then trying again these controlled pushes as they were initially. Because from the point of view of the terrorists, they're going to be like, okay, they've really figured us out, so they're going to be pressured into thinking what they need to change, where in reality they might not even need to make any changes, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, so try to play a mental game like that, but obviously it does require confidence and really good teamwork coming out from the side of whoever is doing it. So that's just a bit theory crafting on the fly there. What can we say about stats? Can we have a look at the stats?
At the moment, Fanet has kind of surprised me. At the moment, he is top fragging for his team, 9 kills, so he's the guy at the moment standing out for not like this, not like we were expecting. And on the other side, we have Seija with 8 kills. The difference is not so big just yet. I think it's gonna get bigger after a while. But I know it's going to be those players as Gabor, because they are also doing pretty well, Ruskarl as well. But we saw Ruskarl with the AWP kind of missing those shots, not being too, I don't know, precise with it. But as well, not like this. The one thing that they are not predictable, because you said at the beginning they were like doing controlled pushes, like 2 players, not just solo going somewhere, and that kind of could throw you out. But as you can see, Estonia are ready for that.
Do we know who's the caller for not like this?
Prokas, I believe, because he's like the in-game leader, at least written down in the sites.
Okay.
So it could be Prokas calling, and with him lagging, the calling could be kind of bad, right?
Yeah, well, this is the problem. Like, if your caller, aka captain, might experience technical issues, and if that affects him mentally, that's obviously going to affect the whole team. Regardless of that fact, obviously the whole team is not having a great time anyway, just because it's happening already. So if there are some sort of tensions happening, that's definitely going to play a huge role on how they could score, and potentially, well, I mean, these guys are going to start having flashbacks from season 1. They had so many games where it looked like everything was going their way. They were doing the right things, and just suddenly something happened and it looked like it's just going south. I think we've actually have lost Prokas from this server.
Yeah, hopefully he's gonna like restart and come back, because he already has this has been going on at the moment. Yeah, for almost an hour he has already had some issues that he couldn't have fixed for an hour. That's kind of bad. At this stage, I don't know even what's the call here. If Prokas doesn't come back, doesn't mean they're going to play 4v5? Because I believe that has happened before.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. It is going to be up to the main CSGO admin, which is still Gekons.
Yep.
So he will have to decide what he wants to do with this situation, but until then, how about we spam #Volt one more time in the chat?
Oh, I'll do it as well.
We could probably roll it then in a few moments, just to make things interesting. No need to leave. And I will remind you one more time, if you will actually win this giveaway, you will need to send us an email to the address BESL @besl.pro.
P-R-O. I'm just spelling.
P-R-O. Oh, excuse me, we're actually live.
Yes, let's do this. Let's do this one. Let's see if Fanet's still with the op. Hopefully Prokas is not lagging anymore, but you can see instantly the boosted up player, although Ruskarl understands with the mult and everything else. He has to come down, and he can't be too aggressive. He's going to try to repeat. Let's see if he gets lucky as he's checking the white box. he could get lucky in the middle, but not with the white box, as you can see at the moment as well. Estonia looking
Dreamy
to
will
push
need
in.
to go huge in his second here.
They're looking to go towards the A site. Let's see if they're going to push in right now. As now the grenades come through. Dreamy is ready to spot one player, but only one will go down. Now Procus, it looks like he's not lagging. It looks like all is okay. Yes, he takes down Gaborik. He's going to take down Yori. And oof as well. Riscarl, only man left alive solo in A main. Oh my god, Procus, what a situation that is when you restart CSGO, come into play and win the round for your team.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge confidence boost for the team here. Obviously, everyone picking up a stronger rifle if they can, preferably an AK. There are also 2 AVPs on the side of Not Like This, and looks like we have a match on our hands again.
Yep, definitely looks so. Let's see, as you said, yeah, 2 ups, but nope. Procus one more time just went out.
And
how quickly the tides change.
Not like this.
Yes, exactly. But if Procus comes back, maybe he didn't like turn off the anti-cheat or something along those lines. Maybe he comes back, and as we saw, if he's gonna be as good in this round, as good in the game as he was in this round, Not Like This have a really good chance. It looked kind of. I think will give a confidence boost to his team as well. Like, we can do this one.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he just showed that he can obviously play, and that's not the issue that they're experiencing. So it is just a matter of technical problems, and hopefully those are going to be solved in the near future. But, I mean, it makes it slightly hard to judge what's really happening here. Because, like, there could be so many factors at this point in time. Still, though, 5-5, an even scoreline so far. So you were predicting 16-6 in favor of Estonia, and I said it's going to be 16-10 in favor of Not Like This.
Yours looks more realistic than mine at the moment.
Points-wise, yes, but I'm not entirely sure how this is going to... If Procus keeps dropping out of the server, I'm not entirely sure that they'll be able to pick it up.
Yep.
But we are heading back into the match here now. 5 seconds remaining on the freeze time. So the players hopefully are ready to show us what CS is all about. So the scoreline being even on map, the cash is nothing surprising as well. We know a lot of teams, a lot of games, regardless of the level of teams, are extremely close on this map, just because it's relatively easy to switch the pace of the game. Haplex here, actually playing a dangerous game, will decide to bail at the very last moment. So he was risking it a bit there, and perhaps flashback from the previous situation when he peeked from checkers. He was like, probably should not be doing this, and just fell back, which is great news because obviously still 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock here.
Let's see, at the moment it doesn't look like they're gonna head to any direction like Estonia, like not A, not B. The bomb is still dropped down. We can see they're keeping really passive angles, so just waiting for the aggression from Not Like This.
Yeah, they know that Not Like This we're pushing beforehand, so they just want to make sure it's not going to happen. Then again, though, if that is the case and Not Like This actually pick up on it, excuse me, Fanet has found Gaborik here in middle, so that was just probably an unlucky shoulder peek. So if Not Like This actually find this timing right, they could actually go for a delayed push, say into doors or such, and put like one player flanking if it is an A hit. So like you could really mess up terrorist plans that way as well.
See, they're gonna be 4v5 situation, and here Dreamy found just shoulder, sorry. And now it's going to be only 3 terrorist players remaining. Luke moving in, but instantly Dreamer takes him. Dreamy takes him down. He's going to take down one.
Scarl with 2k. Excellent spray control there, but unfortunately the AVP from Fanet was a bit too much for him. 6-5, Not Like This have taken over initiative one more time, and it looks like he's so far so smooth.
Yep.
So we'll be looking to see if they can deal enough economical damage to reset Estonia's bank. That is the money that is in their pockets. There is still a bit remaining there, so let's see how this one is going to play out, as the Ruskarl just making sure nobody is going to be pushing here. And they've probably watched yesterday's game where I believe it was Butters who peaked with the AVP there and instantly fell back. So that was versus Skin Lords. I would suggest rewatching that match one more time if you want to see a complete stomp. Back into this one though.
Oh, Dreamy, he tagged Cage. They're both still. Cage, he's gonna win that duel. Oh my god, that's amazing. How he could have done that even. as now the situation is going to be 5-on-4. The tides have turned, and maybe this time Estonia will win the round. They're going to head towards middle. This is going to be middle will be completely empty.
Yeah, and you can see an instant adjustment coming out from EU Estonia. So they want to regain middle control here in this situation to force the CTs into even a deeper hole of not knowing what is exactly going to happen now. So obviously the connector being smoked off, players trickling out into middle here. It looks like they're going to be favoring B bomb site here, as Dreamus will be tested any second now. Gets 2 kills here as he gets another one.
Oh, he's looking for 4, but he can't get it, and the side is completely open as already the other guy died as well. So now Fnatic with Procus on the retake. Let's see who's going to be here. Ruscaro with the off gun take down 1. He's looking for a kill on Fnatic. He can't get it, but Fnatic can't get the kill as well. And now 2 players peeking him. Gabor is going to take him down. And one more time, 6-6. How close can this game be? Like just back and forth.
Like, I'm surprised Dreamus got those players so quickly. They were apparently that low on HP that also that third kill was extremely clear. Slightly unfortunate with the fourth one, but I mean, how much do you want one man to do? Like, well, at least I'm right about solid rifle work coming out from him.
Yes, you're definitely where I was completely forgetting about that. And here, Fnatic almost goes down in middle. 6 HP left for him. Who it was, I believe it was, Oof, who just tried to spray there.
And this obviously ruins your plans as well. It's always worth spamming this wall just in case you get the CT down on low HP. He can't really go. He's not going to be a solid holder. So you can see the weapons being switched out here. He's going to be left on with the CZ in hands. Also, great mind awareness there.
Ooh, the timing.
I choked.
And I think it could be not like this choking as well. Let's see how this round will end, as Fnatic is still waiting towards middle. But oh my god, Dreamy, how can you feel safe in this site?
I don't feel safe. I'm gonna die from these kills.
Let's see how this one will continue. On us, Cage, 1 more kill. What is going on?
So Slay, it looks like definitely a guy we need to look out for in the future, as how he's headed into a side here. Fonet with the flank being on 6 HP. Here's Karel. Doesn't even know the fact that he's low and just eliminates him with the AVP. Only Dreamus and Halflex remaining here. Dreamus will go down. Halflex does find a single kill here very quickly and does take no damage in return, but he doesn't have any nades. He can't even smoke off a T main or do something like that. And I believe he just heard the player just behind. So, a bit of tag coming in here. And Scarl with the timing.
Take the CZ out and goes for the victory. So
6-7.
2 more rounds left here. As we said before, Cash is kind of map here where you can lead with the scoreline 8-7.
Yeah,
it's okay completely.
It's absolutely fine.
And 9-6 you would say as well.
Yeah, one more time. It's like no problem at all. As you can see, EU Estonia is definitely counting the enemy team's money just off their positioning. There's Karel with the AVP looking towards B lobby here, and you can see that all 5 players are towards B here, and Fonet should see 1. And finds a kill in the process as well. Sees another one crossing and a third, so he knows exactly how many players are there. And they're just jumping.
Oh, Ruscaro gets so lucky with the CZ. He's gonna get the kill as well. Found the Dreamus, and only Dreamy with Halflex will remain. Let's see, Dreamy can even take off 1 weapon here in middle. Has to be careful because Sage really coming his way, but he's gonna get the timer right. Kill off 1, look for the second, and get Yori as well. So now the situation is 2-on-3, and here Halflex as he picks up the weapon. Let's see, Ruscaro. Yes, he's gonna take down the player, and only Dreamy will remain. But the bomb is there, planted in the side, so maybe Dreamy can look and maybe get even the kill here. As he's gonna try to push out forward, there is still time for Ruscaro to move in here. As Dreamy is gonna take down 1 more, looking for the 4th, but Ruscaro comes in from the backline. Misses the shot. Does Dreamy know that there's 1 player right behind him as he pushes out through the smoke?
He obviously heard the AVP.
Yeah, but he has no idea where to look for the second player. He does know that he's in that corner.
He doesn't have a kit as well. He's going to be tapping. It actually deals a good amount of damage down onto Gaborik, but inevitably EU Estonia will pick it up. So Dreamy, really nice try.
Yeah.
Excellent aim coming out from this player. Also, one more time, those 2 deagle shots, like the first one was just crisp, clean Counter-Strike boys. Yep. Whereas the second one, that was just pure experience in terms of how you handled the deagle. You can see always players who know how to kill people.
Yeah, okay.
with the Deagle,
Continue.
You will always have this tendency to know their timings in between these shots, so you can very clearly see that it is a weapon that he often uses. So, note to self: watch out for Dreamy when he has a Deagle in his hand, because that can happen.
Definitely. I like that not like this used boost in both sides. Here, Procas is waiting to see if he can find anyone in A main. Halflex as well was checking the toxic position, didn't spot anyone. So Estonia as well doing a really good job with hiding and not giving too much information for not like this. So no rotations can come in, they can't be aggressive towards any position. Both teams are playing careful CS.
There's Karl though being dropped down to 10 HP here, so it looks like he attempted... Ah, that was the nade damage. Yes. Okay. So, unfortunate for him. Looks like that they'll be gathering. It's going to be an A fake and they're going to be hitting B here. There are actually 3 players towards A. They haven't spotted any of the terrorist players just yet. Someone up top here. That was Procas going down there. Fnatt finds the kill onto Saeya. And now only Dream is remaining on B here, and the hit needs to come in now. The rotations are coming through. The calls are being made, and Dreamus here, White Peaks. Gaborik instantly deletes both Dreamus and Halflex off the map. And Scarlo finding through the smoke. Fnatt, and now only Dreamy remaining with the AVP, and he can't even switch out a weapon without giving away where he is.
Yep, that is the case. Does he want to meet it? Oh yeah, he can't say, because this was the last round of the first half. 9-6, Estonia. They are still staying true to my prediction, which can still happen. Do you think that's going to be the case? Because do you think like Estonia's CT side could not be really dominant?
In theory, yes, but I don't feel like, I mean, not like this should be able to gain a round or 2.
Yeah, that is true. And
or 10.
As we said, or 10. Probably not, but okay. Let's keep our minds open. As now, not like this, they're going to head towards the B side. They have Dreamy towards middle, but he might just run towards B side here as well, as that's going to be the case. Oof, ready with the USPS, but has to be careful, has to get back, as now it's going to be all under Scarl to get those kills, but he's missing those shots. And oof, he's going to get one, as Yori has rotated here, one tap. Focus is down, but instantly, Halflex, how many kills already? This guy has us, he's going to get 3 already. Only Gaborik will remain alive. He's going to take down one, look for one more player, he's going to find Dreamus as well. 1v1, how quickly the tides change.
And he's actually suspecting a flank coming in also from behind, unfortunately in the wrong direction. And will Dreamy check this angle?
No, he won't.
He won't be checking.
Who's gonna be Dreamy in the end? He's gonna take him down.
Oh, Gaborik is really punishing himself for that one. I mean, he had that great idea. He just was not convinced that more players haven't already went through CT spawn there. So, not like this. Do pick up their first round in the second half here, forcing EU Estonia to buy up whatever they can. And the next following round after that is going to be an economical one for EU Estonia. So in theory, this should be tied down to 9-9 in a few moments here, as the pistol round is on its way. Pistols versus rifles. Gabori needing a huge nade towards him. Actually deals a good amount of damage here. Slightly unfortunate.
Here deals damage as well, but does not get the kill. And now in middle, Yori tried to peek out to get those kills, but was not lucky and was greeted by 3 terrorist players. As now the bomb yet to move towards any of the sites. As you can see, 2 players on B side, 1 on A side, 2 either the side that not like this go. I believe they're gonna be set. Although, oof, with the CZ goes huge. He's gonna take down 2 players. He's gonna look for the 3rd, and I believe he was spotted.
There's a rifle just in front of him. He really needs to quickly pick
it
up.
He finds one. He's gonna find a 2nd. Oh my god. The CZ's going huge in this map. As Halflex, he's gonna find 1, but it's 16 HP. He has to kill off 2 more enemy players.
And not like this.
Yep, definitely not like this.
I think that was actually the case in the first season as well. They lost so many rounds against pistols, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, because I feel like that those moments we grabbed our heads and said,
yeah, that was the trend when we
it feels right
happening. So, Halflex, 16 HP, 30 seconds remaining, still has an AK in hand, but will he expect this very close left-hand angle? No, he won't. And oof, with the off angle, will close this round out and giving instantly a round back on the side of EU Estonia.
And 2 AKs, I believe they're going to do great things with those. We've already seen how well Sage shoots with it. Like, this guy's aim is out of the world, as we can see in the scoreboard. That one with only 13 kills for him. Riscarl, the one with 20. And besides Fnatt with 13, so still top fragging. Let's see for how long.
Yeah, so we finally know which players need to start to follow more closely and observe them. as you can see, the Not Like This team has spread out widely throughout the map, so just looking to see if they can catch any quick pushes off, but obviously that's not going to be the case, as Not Like This, excuse me, EU Estonia should know that they are on pistols now. I mean, it's quite obvious. Dreamy already dropped down to 24 HP here, so then potentially might lose his life, as Yori with a crisp headshot does find Halflix over here, and now Saeya with the Molotov jump spotting, just making sure he can deploy that quick enough, and he's going to be getting back into the site here, making sure he's safe. As also, I really love the position from Gaborik in this situation.
Yep. With the M4 against pistol, this is a really great position, because as players are going to come through, they're going to look forward, easy kill. There is Prokas now, he could get the player and he's going to get Yori. Whoa, that was unpredictable, but now they still have to take the site to make this one work, and doesn't look too good in either the sides, but Gaborik was just spotted. Great job there by Fanet, not even losing 1 HP in the process. Gaborik, he's not getting the kills, and Fanet's gonna kill him off. Only okay, Seja also dropped down in the side quickly, Not Like This. Take down every single player, as yeah, the pistol rounds are actually the ones that the players are winning.
I honestly don't understand what I'm watching.
Yeah, this is getting into an already weird stage. Scarl did find Prokas in the middle, still need to find 2 more players, and here you can see 1 in sight. As now, who's gonna peek out here? Perfect timing by Dreamers, but has to be really careful. Streamy is gonna go down as well. Only Planet remains, but they know where he is. They can go for the defuse. As he peeks out, he's gonna find 1 of the players pushing out, and Funnit clutching it with 4 HP, and I believe V is speechless. Yes, he doesn't know what he's watching. Is this like matchmaking?
Oh, it's not. No, the problem is not there. The question is why pistols are continuously winning over rifles. Like, it's obviously a mistake on the rifle side, but those mistakes have been made from both sides, and both in different fashions. So I'm like, so what is exactly wrong? You know, I believe Dreamy just spotted a player heading into checkers here, and is going to be making sure. He missed it.
I believe he missed timing to spray through the smoke.
Oh,
and I'm not quite sure if he saw him.
I think he saw the nade, and should be able to deduct from that smoke that there's definitely a player club close. Yori here hiding in connector with the UMP in hand. Oof actually has an M4 as well, so we know he can deal a good amount of damage, and rightly so. He's on the B side here. Is going to be acting as an anchor for that site. Still Not Like This, taking their time, taking their approach as they like it, and obviously EU Estonia so far are allowing it. So when you're on pistols, I mean, it kind of works both ways. Like, pushing pays off, and also not necessarily stacking sites, but just having off angles. And say one more time, we'll find Prokas here. Gaborik with a kill here, but will be taken down by very quickly by Dreamas, and now Yori needs to go huge. Doesn't spot the player in A main.
Yeah, that was pretty like, ooh, and Halflex is gonna take the head off of him. As now Oof with the M4 has rotated towards the B side. He did not spot the player, but he can kill off this guy, and he will. Dreamas goes down. There's still one more player waiting in the shroud, and Halflex, he's gonna take him down, as now it's gonna be Scarl versus him. 1v1 and with the CZ. How is CZ that good in these scenarios? Like, you're standing against an AK, and CZ comes out, and you're like, oh, I'm done.
It seems that not in all players' hands. I mean, we've seen Scarl in this round has had impactful CZ kills multiple times now.
Yes,
so
exactly.
perhaps he's just preferred has practiced to perfection with this weapon, or hopefully that would be the case here. As actually 2 MP9s coming out on the side of EU Estonia, so not a lot of money there, but a good amount of utility definitely. So still should be able to hold this push off. Is now Fanet looking to get into the sunroom very quickly, just to make sure that he can see first into checkers. And obviously now Dream is peeking towards the white box. The grenade did deal some amount of damage to Yori, I believe that's there.
Yes, that is Yori there. You're exactly right. But there's one player real close here. Gaborik waited with an MP9. So eventually could find the player here, and he won't find Dreamers, but now it's going to be all on Yori. And as he gets flashed, he's looking for the player, but he managed to get away with 63 HP. As now they give away the middle, and Not Like This can move on from there. So decide that go towards A site or B site as they like. And Yori now has switched the position. He won't have any kind of information. There are smokes there. Let's just take a look at what these players are thinking about.
I love this boost coming out from not like this, just to make sure that it is a bit of an off angle first. And second, obviously, it makes it slightly easier to deal more damage when you have more, when you're on the same level, the enemy's body is more exposed. Otherwise, you have this slope.
Yes.
And this slope also really exposes you. So regardless, they won't find any kills just yet here. Saya will have to go huge if he wants to hold this one back. And it seems that finally Not Like This have decided to group up and are going to be heading as a unit. Actually, they're going to boost the bomb back towards T main. So I also like to see that during mid-match, the players actually start to boost each other across over here. Saya, no.
Instantly, Dreamers finds him. As Sage, I don't know if he was trying to hide or was it something else. As here, Yori did spot one of the players, but he can't find the kill just yet. As now, is this a saving round? Or maybe, okay, now they get Dreamy. They're 2 players low. I don't know if they have information about that, but this could work out still. But it looks like Estonia decided to save this one and not risk it.
Yes, they did not necessarily need to risk this one. There are still 2 M4s in play, and Oof will find a kill onto Fnatt here. Should, in theory, be able to pick up a weapon somewhere along the way as well. Perhaps something slightly better than the MP9. Regardless, though, Not Like This have picked up another round, meaning that this match has just become ever so closer than it was before. So it is going to be 9-11, still in favor of EU Estonia, but they cannot afford themselves to lose the next following round. Otherwise, it's going to be all tied up again.
Yes, that is definitely true, as now it's going to be... Okay, maybe they can like force up now and do the changes. As you said, like they can't lose this round. So now forcing could be, in my opinion, the right choice here. As you can see on the other side, okay, they're all going to have AKs and quite a lot of utility. So they have those full buys. And here as well, Gaborik and Sage both went for the Deagles, just as expected. Let's see what they change about some things, because middle, they give middle away constantly, and I think middle could be maybe not position that they give away that easily. As here they're gonna push in with the Deagles, gonna take down. Yes, so the trade is there. Dreamers kills off Gaborik, but there is Sage with the answer. As now we can see 2 M4 still in play, the MP9 as well. But you can see in the middle already so much information gathered for Not Like This, especially if Procus, he can go towards the highway, check who's in the A site, and maybe even call where the players are. So that's quite unlucky for Estonia that they're not giving too much attention towards that position.
Also, so I understand that he might be getting sandwiched in if there is a player from Not Like This indoors, understanding the timings and falling back in a timely and safe fashion. So Praka still making sure no CT has gained any information. The pop flash coming through here unfortunately didn't play out as Saya wanted it to. I believe he missed those bullets there. So Fnatt now looking to return the favor with the AK in hand, just sneaking around the corners, making sure nobody is up close, and should be able to find a player relatively soon here.
He will be found. But the thing is that they already rotated towards the B side, and this is going to be the hit. Oop is ready with an MP9. Pretty good position for MP9 if you ask me. And there is also Scarl waiting with the M4 in the side. Let's see who's going to take down enemies first. And who's going to take down 1-2 even players. Rascalar only needs to take down Dreamy for this to be the day around. And through the smoke, almost takes him down. 8 HP left on him. They can't kill him out just yet, as he's still trying to hide. But instantly Yori comes in and saves the day, 12-9. And as you said, they did what they needed to do. They won this round. And maybe they could finish this one.
Yeah, so this is the reason why they forced up. I also wrote it down to myself so I remember. Is just the fact that if you force up, it's a bit of a risk in this situation. Yeah. But if you get your economy going this way, like, you really can quickly gain it up to 14 rounds, and that would be like a 14-9 scoreline that they would be looking at.
Yeah, definitely. But we can see here, Not Like This, they were trying to peek into B early on. You can see B is completely shut down. There was Molotovs, there was smokes, and there's also a player waiting in the vents. So if you go towards B, you're not going to have a good time.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be the case when Yori is up close in vents with that M4, and we know this player can land
get the timing right as the player is boosted up.
I think he just spotted the hit beforehand, and unfortunately Dreamy still comes out on top in that battle. So Yori had already the time to prepare for the player jumping out there. Unfortunately didn't hand his way. Is now Gaborik looking to see if he can find any of these players in a slightly off angle, because obviously everyone just by default is already expecting a peek from white box.
Yep, and here, if they double peek him, because as you can see, there's still Fanet waiting here. They double peek him, Gaborik is most probably instantly dead, as he did not press. He was now spotted, and now at least he knows where one of the players are. And oof, he can go wild here as well, but Gaborik, he's gonna take down one, as they're trying to rush him with a smoke, and Gaborik finding Fanet. And that's also pretty good, as now it's gonna be 3-on-3 situation. And as we can see, there's still a Molotov and a smoke on the side of Not Like This. Let's see where they're gonna go. It looks like they're gonna head towards the B side for Scarrel. Can he this time save his team? As instantly the Molotov being dropped down. No one being pushed out. At least they know where now to check this corner of the site. But when will Scarrel show himself? Because
the flashback coming through. Oh, he got stuck, and Havlex actually wasn't flashed by that.
And Gaborik instantly as well killed off.
Yeah, so now Say only remaining in 1 versus 3 situation doesn't. Excuse me. He has a kit, has a nade, and has a Molotov, so he can flush out these players and deal some economical damage. And mind you, there are 2 terrorist players in this site, but it's going to be extremely risky for that position. So good job from Not Like This coming back one more time, and now this is the moment where EU Estonia should start to feel slightly pressured. Just because if they lose this round one more time, their economy is fully reset. I'm not a fan of this buy. I wouldn't have forced in this situation. I would have gone for a full eco to make sure you have at least, like, there was one player that was sitting on something like 3.5k, I believe, and like he would be able to like buy just a raw AVP and like have a better chance that way of bringing it back. Because you forcing it now means that it's going to be 13-12 most likely after this one if they lose this round. So the flashback coming in through here, but Prokas with the instant pre-fire through the smoke. They say it didn't even have a chance to peek there. And now a quick execute should be coming through, but a resmoke from this side is preventing it. Obviously, you can see one of the players on the side of EU Estonia has rotated towards Car as well, and Oof just needs to stay alive in this position as long as he can. You can see Not Like This is already regrouping up here, heading slowly towards B. So I would say there you would need to leave one player behind just to fake a main one more time, just to make them, just to hold that player towards the Car position for long enough. As obviously Oof with the CZ, obviously the terrorists don't know, but he won't be able to do it that much. But the Molotov alongside with the dropout from Vent, and he still stays alive. Dreamy will take down Scarrel as well, and now only Gaborik left as Haplet has found Yori, and Gaborik will go down. Oh my god.
Look how even the scores are on the side of Not Like This.
Yeah,
fall behind Prokas, but every single other player, like two kill difference at most.
Exactly. So I mean, Prokas was having technical issues initially, so as we discussed, we believe he is also the caller for the team, meaning that he has other things to worry about at the moment. But now Dreamy with the peek to actually spot the timing right, and Prokas has already managed to find Gaborik here. Fournette has gone and killed off Yori, as well as Dreamy has found Scarrel, and now only 2 players remaining here, one on B, one on A. On B, we're going to see Oof here with the USB. Probably won't do much, as Prokas will dispose of him, and now only Saea remaining lurking around this connector with the USB, even up close against players that have full head armors. Like, it's really hard to do anything. So 12-12. The scoreline is even. This still is any man's game, and this also is still any man's punishment.
Well, yours or both.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
So any. What?
I'm just laughing because I know at least I'm gonna see you doing something weird or stupid. That's a good feeling.
I feel like people see that all the time already, so it's fine. So double setup in actually Sandbanks here. So this is an interesting one. You don't see it used that often because obviously a single Molotov is a huge amount of danger, but Fournette now taking down Scarrel will drop instantly away, not giving any chance of a refrag, and thus making this play not really that viable. So what you would like to do in that situation when you have 2 players in sandbags is probably you would like to bait until the very end and only one player fights. Then afterwards, when they are trickling up highway, you have another player already in sandbags that kills them in the back. So slightly unfortunate there, and obviously just off the fact that the AVP actually landed the shot. Slight standstill here, not like this, just making sure EU Estonia are not pushing for information anywhere, making sure that they can gather as much information safely as they can, and obviously holding on to these nades. And now Fnatt going down Slay, also finding Dreamus here, and instantly the tides have changed one more time as it is a 4 versus 3 situation, and the remaining Not Like This players are heading towards B. I believe Oof has heard the player, will deploy a smoke to make sure he stays alive, and also he can actually peek over this smoke, and he might find the player, get the thing and the bomb. So that's a lot of time gain. Gets another kill through the smoke, and Flames is now only Halflix remaining, and Not Like This, dude.
Let's see, maybe Halflix can say something about this one. He's looking for a kill, but nope, Yori is going to take him down. So 13-12, if you check out the money, there's going to be enough for at least, it looks like even 2 buys. Oh no, maybe not 2 buys, but they will be able to drop next round if needed, if they're going to lose this one. But at this stage, you don't want to lose any more rounds. You want to just gain them. As you can see, say with the op, we didn't see too much op on Estonia's side this half.
Yeah, not really. So Saya has actually picked it up, and is curious to see if he's also an excellent opper, as we saw, and he can definitely deal damage with rifles and pistols. So Saya didn't really see that player crossing over there, and understandably so. The smoke is almost perfect there, coming out, and Fnatt sitting in an anti-flash position just to make sure that none of these players can deal big enough damage to on their side. But excuse me, Saya actually has found Dreamus in the process, so he was just probably shoulder peeking, just seeing if anyone is in quad position here. And now Saya sitting in what is widely known as NBK corner.
Ooh, the timing.
Timing was there, but unfortunately he needs to fade away. Drops the Molotov here, trying to prevent any prelude from coming out, but now it's going to be on the shoulders of Gaborik here, who's very close in this side. The flashback coming through, obviously distracting the players out for a very long time. The smoke is about to fade, and Gaborik is going to be in a world of trouble, as just the spray through the smoke will find him. Fnatt is going wild at the moment, and now Oof only manages to secure 1 kill, as Not Like This instantly bring another round back.
Like you're saying, oh, the smoke will fade, he's gonna be in trouble, and the smoke doesn't even fade, and he's already dead.
Yeah.
Like that's just Not Like This doing their thing.
So still no tactical timeouts coming out.
Yeah, and have we seen even one tactical timeout?
No,
we haven't seen
not
even one tactical timeout.
Only technical pauses.
Yeah, maybe later on in the season when the teams are gonna grab a hold of their game and understand how to use those tactical timeouts. Maybe someone hasn't told them that they need to vote for them.
Well, Dreamy has managed to find Oof here, as he was trying to push into B lobby, trying to gather at least some amount of information. The CTs are pretty spread far apart. There's only USPs and a single flashbang on Yuri, so no armors, no nothing. They obviously need the maximum amount of money they can get for this next following round, which is going to mean a lot for both of these teams. And Yuri now standing in a slightly off angle, as he will be disposed of by Halflix there. Dreamus also finding Ruscaro, and now Saya with the USP actually somehow still is alive and gets into forklift, trying to deal a good amount of damage, but won't be able to do nothing as it turns 14-13.
Estonia.
My dudes are winning.
No.
My dudes are winning. And
3 rounds in a row. I just called it. It's gonna happen. The buy round is there. Oh, maybe this is it. Tactical timeout. Maybe. Okay, maybe this is the technical timeout.
Can we try and see what they say? No.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Not at the moment. We can't. Well, as you can see, 1 MP9, and there are 4 M4s on the board for Estonia. And as you can see on the other side, Dream is still with the op.
So first of all, this is a lot closer game than what we were expecting to see. Either way, like I was expecting it to be a bit close. Prokas has left the building.
Perfect.
One more time.
Perfect.
Thank you, dude, because that's probably gonna help. Yes. And yeah, I mean, I cannot decide, should I praise someone or should I just say that there are too many mistakes for me to even understand? Because, like, I mean,
yeah, I understand.
They do one round correctly and then the other round is completely backwards. One round correctly, one round completely backwards. And also this is happening on both sides.
Yes.
So
that is completely true.
I mean, the initial pickup in terms of the experience that Gaborik provided definitely in the first rounds when they were on the T side. Looked very promising, but now as we further on see there's a lot of sloppy plays coming in, and that's why there is a lot of backwards
maybe
and
as well
forwards
like the
happening.
team chemistry is still not clicking. That as well could be like something goes wrong and someone gets a little more upset.
Not even necessarily that, but like when you haven't played with your teammates for long enough, you don't really know sometimes what to expect from them in certain situations. So a lot of times when you are unable to expect something from them in those particular situations, you accordingly won't know how to act in those situations. Therefore, coincidentally and also accidentally, you potentially might be putting yourself in positions which are unfavorable. So like it's a huge chain of events that is happening, and obviously that is only going to change with time as you start to get used to the players. Then you know how to position yourself. When you know how to position yourself, you know how to hold sides together, and so on and so on. So that's why you have this a lot of backwards and forwards happening here, and obviously off the back of those things you also have like the general scene, like the general theme of the actual team, that is, I mean, these rounds that are heading backwards and forwards, because like from the point of view of Color, he doesn't know what sort of these small nuances are not established yet, meaning that he's looking and trying to just statically move these players, but that still doesn't resolve the core issue. So there's a lot of theory crafting in this, and like you can go insanely deep. Haha, that's what she said. And 14-13.
I want to ask you one question. At the beginning of the game, I said like, do you see the resemblance between EUS Tony and VAS Sports?
Yes.
I think now that the resemblance is gone, right?
Absolutely out the window.
Yep.
Just so as I said initially, it looked promising, but then it into the bin. So
into the trash.
Into TRASH.
Oh, damn, you can
how are we doing with the giveaway? Have we given it away already? Or we will be doing it shortly? Voltman is saying that we will do it in a brief moment or two, maybe, potentially. So you still have a chance to win 10 euros to get a decent amount of food in your stomach. The man's gonna write to you. You just need to type in the address in the app, and the dude is fast as lightning, a lot faster than some of these players here on the server.
That is completely true.
So how about, let's do it this way. We're going to give you one more minute to type #Volt in chat.
Let's do
one more full minute. I'm taking time, so I do have a watch, but I can't see it with all these lights.
I just started taking time.
So Emmy is taking time. #Volt in the chat. Make sure you sign up. We as many times as you want. You can spam it. I'm not saying that it increases your chances, but maybe it does.
The thing is,
so you never know.
The Procas just joined the server, so if they type ready now, the giveaway could happen in the middle of the round.
Exactly. So the winner will be found in chat afterwards. Our lovely behind-the-scenes mystery man is going to spam it into the chat, thanks to future technologies and all this lovely gizmos that we have. And we'll be heading into this match shortly.
15 seconds.
Hope. 15 seconds remaining, and in 15 seconds we're rolling the winner. #Volt in the chat. It's only 4 letters and a single symbol. The symbol goes first though.
Yep. #Volt. Do it right now, because 1, 2, 3, and that is it.
And that is it. The winner is going to be rolled out, and we are going to be heading back into this match.
Oh no, it's on the side.
It's going to be on the side. 14-13.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Who's gonna
Not like this. Bring it back home, baby. We're gonna suffer together, MV.
It doesn't sound so good, but okay, I'll take it. Let's see. Halfway since they're going towards middle. I like the aggression now from not like this in the middle, as instantly as their game resumes, they go in. But there's no resistance as well, so that's kind of maybe risky for them. And if Gaborik with Sage and now backstab him.
Oh,
they missed the
yes,
timing.
but that's still a lot of information gathered here, so they know that they're most likely out towards middle because there has been like complete silence towards B. And look at the boost behind Seiya, gets a single kill, gets another one, goes huge!
Two more players. He's gonna go for the third as well. Only 2 players will remain. Dreamus with Haplex. As Haplex did get 1 kill as he's pushing on forward. He's gonna spot the player, but he has to be careful. Dreamus comes in, he's gonna find 1. It's gonna be still 2 against 3, but the terrorists are low. They have to be careful. Moving. Gonna find 1 more. Haplex, last man left remaining. Can he clutch this one for his team, or will it be 14-14? There is behind Gaborik waiting, but he's not peeking Yori as well. They're playing this one so smart. They basically have cornered him in, and Yori's gonna take him down. The game is tied up. Let's continue on the game and see who in the last 2 rounds will make it, or we will see the overtime.
Overtime also is a possibility here. Obviously, one more time, if this game does go into overtime, a victory in overtime gives you 2 points, and a loss in overtime gives you a 1 point. So you don't end up leaving empty-handed here. So there's still plenty of money on the side of Not Like This. They have purchased up one more time, Half-Life spamming the middle section there, just seeing if he can deal some damage for free and untraded. As now you can see one more time, Not Like This are just holding for any pushes before they will inevitably decide what they're going to do. The players are getting into their positions. Dream is just making sure nobody has pushed up here close in middle, and will stay in this position most likely for a while, as obviously the CTs are going to be trying to catch a timing, and Dreamy with the AVP looking to open up this site.
Well, let's see how this one will work out. As now all the smokes, all the grenades coming in. It's going to be an A set play. There are 3 players there ready. Let's see who's going to take down who, as Yori is now falling back to the car. Will he get the timing right? As here Dreaming with the op is still looking for the opening, but as you can see, none of the CT players are showing themselves. Maybe now on the edge here, although it doesn't look like it at the moment.
So you can see this is actually going to be a really thought through process. Like, you feel like they're going to use all the nades before they will actually enter this site. And you can also see on the side of EU Estonia complete controls as Gaborik finds 2 kills.
2 kills. Can Sage get something? He's still hiding behind the smoke, but from the middle comes one of the players, and Yori is going to take him down. 3v2, 2v2 situation as Oof and Riscaril. They're going to start taking down Dreamy. Only Haplex remaining. He's already low, 44 HP. There are 2 players hunting for him. He has the bomb. 25 seconds left on the clock. There doesn't seem too much time to rotate towards the B side, but here he can maybe plant a bomb. He has to be careful, and as you can see as well, Oof with Riscaril, they're also not being too aggressive. So when the bomb plants,
they spotted him beforehand, so like they know he hasn't crossed back yet, even with these flashbangs, and Halflex needs to force a fight.
They both were flashed. That was Halflex's timing. He needed to use that, but he didn't. Let's see if he can do it now. As both players are now going to push, both players are going to go into the side of the lineup. Nope! Oof! He's going to take the kill, and it's going to be 15-14. 1 more round, and Estonia win, and we will be punished next week. Yay. That's good. That's good. That is just good news for everybody. Everybody is going to enjoy it. Please tune in next week on Tuesday. No, it's gonna be
okay, well, we're gonna be heading back into this now, and hopefully this is going to be an overtime, as still enough money on the side of Not Like This, and obviously with the AVP in hand, Fonet looking to abuse his spawn. Can he actually
my god!
The smoke?
He finds Yori there, just unreal timing to catch out the player before the smoke pops. And now, are they gonna push aggressively towards B side? Because they have perfect timing. Dreamy, you can see where Dreamy is. He can backstab him. This can just work out. Let's see. Will they push? They're not pushing just yet. Dreamy, he's gonna get killed off from backlines. Gaborik finds the lurker. As here, Prokas is still looking if he can find Sage. But Sage, he's not pushing anywhere just yet, just waiting in A main. And more so, this looks like a B push. And there are 3 players ready to stop it. Let's see what Riscaril with Oof can do about this one. As they're slowly trying to peek in. The smokes are being deployed, the flashes as well. Oof is ready.
And there's no Molotovs to flush these players out of the side. Oof swings blind, finds a single kill. Riscaril will go down as well too, Fonet, but he found one more guy in the process, so still a 2 versus 2 situation. Fonet with the AVP dropped down to 10 HP. And there's still 50 seconds on the clock. The bomb will be deployed. He can actually die.
He's gonna kill them all, but the bomb is planted. The only man left alive is going to be Prokas.
It's all on Prokas now.
Exactly. He has to do it. The in-game leader, the guy who disconnected all the time. Can he do this one? They still don't know, I believe, where exactly he is. He's peeking. They're gonna peek out so carefully. Double peek probably, as Prokas now is gonna get Molotov off. They're gonna check out the other side, but he's still hiding. Very good position there. Saja didn't see the legs. You can see the legs there, Saja. Just check. Let's see now is the bomb. No, he's not gonna defuse it. Saja, he has to go for the clutch. The time is running out. Prokas knows where to look, and he's clutching this one for his team. 15-15. Oh my god.
It's overtime.
Yes, I can't believe
It's
that's
overtime.
happening. No way.
It's happening.
No way. No way. Not like this. Not like this.
Not like this. I'm losing it. I've lost it completely. I can't even. But we still need to be able to even, because overtime, first round. Okay, one more time. The first team that gets 19 rounds wins.
Exactly. Let's see who's that going to be. And how fast will they start this overtime? Because I really like how Not Like This started off last round. And round 4, just super aggressive, pushing in, taking control. And here, one more time, they just slow it down. I know that's the right choice to slow it down. Let's see, maybe this one could work out for them. Who is there? Dreamy has to be careful because there's going to be one player boosted above him. And will he spot the player on the right side right now? He doesn't spot him just because he doesn't see him. What? That's so unfortunate for Dreamy. As now they tried to smoke him, spray them down through the smoke, but that was not the case. As there are players waiting in the middle. Rascal, this is pretty good position. Probably will be checked though. They have to be careful, but he hears the players in A main and will give the call. And exactly Yori is doing just that, going to help towards the A site.
Actually, he's going to be checking, just making sure that nobody has quickly sneaked out towards middle here, as now Halflex up close with the boost and jump spot over Saya, sees the rifle and just looking to just making sure that he will actually land a kill. So that's still a lot of information gained about the AVP being in team main here. An odd angle for an AVP down the hands of Saya here. And now he gets the secured kill, instantly dropping off a Molotov as long as he's rotating and looking to get another kill towards main. And only Halflex remaining here has a sneak through. Forklift here will find Gaborik, but that should be your position completely compromised. And obviously now Halflex needs to battle it out. 1 versus 4 players coming in from all sides here. He will be sandwiched in, and Uskaro will pick up the first round in overtime.
Yes, 16 to 15. Still 2 more rounds in this half. Okay, Terrorists pick up 2 ops. I don't know if that is the right choice. Although before Fanet was pretty lucky with the up to get that kill in middle, but I don't know if that's going to continue on.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Okay, let's see if that's going to be the case. Will it actually work out? Although Halflex, he's going to push towards middle.
Oh, and the nade deals a lot of damage towards him as well, so one
he
more time.
He still finds the kill! Alive. He found the kill on Gaborik. There was only like head showing or something like that. And here, through the smoke, almost gets Yori as well. Halflex, turn off the cheats, man. This is a fair play here. And here, okay, Halflex, yep, he's on points.
It looks like this trend of backwards and forwards is just going to continue throughout this overtime, which means we're not going to get home, but that doesn't matter at this stage, because I really want to win this one just to know that there's still a chance that you are going to be in this small punishment with me. And now, Saya finding a solid kill, but instant trade coming in from his team, and also Halflex finds Yuri on the way, and only remaining here. Will he do? He did.
Yes. Nice one. So 16-16, last round of the first half of the overtime number 1. Maybe we can predict how many overtimes we're going to see. You're gonna say
3
about that. You're saying 3 overtimes. I'm gonna say 2 overtimes.
Okay.
I'm thinking there's gonna go 2 overtimes.
But this doesn't count as the prediction game.
No,
this is just for fun. But now, obviously, none of these teams are having fun in the sense that this is a nerve-wracking game, and it seems the tide could change literally every single round. One more time, Yori with an upfront position. The flames are preventing from anyone crossing over here. Halflex one more time.
No way, he didn't spot Yori. He had no idea there was a guy right near him. That's quite unfortunate for the player from Not Like This team. But now let's see. You can see there's tons of action in middle from Estonia's side. 2 players even put down there, just to make sure no one pushes. This is the 3rd Molotov they're dropping down onto that boost zone.
Yeah, so they just want to make sure Not Like This don't have a chance back into this round by playing through this boost, and Gaborik with a solid kill here towards the boost position. Dreamy actually had like almost the upper hand in that position, as he is able to deploy the Molotov and is going to be looking to get the kill through the timing, but unfortunately it did not go his way, as the return nade actually is going to kill off Dreamy now. Oh my god.
Like, so many weird things are happening. Like, I was expecting flashy plays, but these are like mildly interesting plays.
Mildly interesting?
Yeah, mildly.
You feel like playing in overtime when the score is 16-16. Anything that happened is mildly interesting. You can see mildly Saya has found progress already here, and only Dream is remaining with the AVP. Needs to hold on to this weapon if he can, but won't suffer completely if, of course, if he goes down. There's only 20 seconds remaining here.
We
He actually
thought
gets the
that's
first
gonna
kill,
be
but
double
Gaborik-
kill. It was gonna be double kill. So
Okay,
close.
so 16 to 17, we are going to be swapping sides here. So, for the love of God, not like this. And at the same time, please do so, because I would like to see, can we beat the previous season overtime record?
Yeah, 6 overtimes, 34-32. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to beat that this season. That was just crazy.
I'm sure everyone would be glad to see that happening here, as we are going to be heading now. Actually, this
in the technical
is
pause, we're heading into technical pause right
pause.
now. Yes. That is the word. Okay, Yoda will help me. He's gonna send some energy to Estonia, so don't attack him. Don't be aggressive about him.
I'm gonna break his little neck.
No, be careful. I'm gonna give the guy a knife, just to make sure that. Oh, his hands are too. Oh no. Can't he actually hold it?
What, the knife?
Yes.
Have you found a way?
I'm looking for it. I think I'm gonna stab myself first.
Well, in terms of what one of these teams should do, I mean, I feel like they've tried everything that is possible, and in the book, changes of pace have been made so many times that I don't know what to do. And
it's like this, perfect.
What?
Now I'm just showcasing Yoda with the knife. Mm-hmm. New CSGO skins. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure.
Amazing.
I want to check the scoreboard out. We can see Ruskarel, 29 kills. So he's been the guy who's been blowing up. Yori, in these all rounds, has gotten only 12 kills. So he's been kind of lacking.
Yeah, I feel like, well, I mean, if the man, I don't know if he's also the caller for his team. I feel like he...
Maybe Gaborik, I want to think, but maybe Yori.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I feel like, I think Gaborik should be the caller there. At least judging off, as far as we know, experience.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, Yori was Dutch, so Gaborik knows this region, these players a lot better. Maybe he could, adjust a lot better. But let's get into the game. Estonia, they need only 2 more rounds. Not like this, they need 3 more rounds. So let's see how this one is going to go down. There's already here Oof in the middle, but on the other side Halflex. So just one more time, moving around the map, making sure that no crazy things happen, but more so pushing towards B. As we can see, the vent is open and Halflex can now get those kills if they're gonna move in. They should check instantly.
The Molotov is gonna actually flush him out, and the nade was almost perfectly timed there. What a combination coming out
no
from
damage dealt to Halflex.
Estonia. Now he still swings wide and will go down to Oof here. Another Molotov deployed here. Dreamus finds 1 kill, needs to find another, gets the bomb drop on the player.
For the third, he can get the third. Is gonna be 3v3 situation now left. 3 players are in the sides. What was that weird push? Right as he pushes out, almost easily taken down, was able to get 1 player in here through the smoke. Procas does not get lucky, and Dreamy does not get the flick on the player moving into side. That was Ruskarel. Let's see how the terrorist will decide to play with about this situation. As one is waiting in checkers, pretty good position as he can take out the diffuser from checkers. So the bomb plant was as well.
The position Ruskarel is in is pretty good as an off angle, but a single flashbang can definitely ruin your plans, as obviously you can't really turn away much from it. And Ruskarel doing the mind game. Oh, you are so good.
Let's see, Yori could spot the players. When he doesn't hear them, it's gonna Procas going down. Dreamy, can he stay alive? No, he can't. Ruskarel's gonna take him down. 18-16, and now the only thing that can happen is gonna be either overtime number 2 or Estonia winning.
Yeah, and Estonia will have a solid shot at this to close out the first overtime that we're seeing here today, and definitely not an overtime we were expecting to see in this match. And we already talked in great detail about why this could potentially be happening and what should be changed and should not be done and should be done. But Dreamus with a crazy push into team main here can actually find he's being tapped.
No way, Yori! How can you get that wall? How can you get wall bang right there? How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know.
Radar? Is it like showed in? Was he spotted throughout the smoke?
I mean, there was a player in Team Main who could have said that he's heard the player push. There was one towards the box. So, regardless, though, Molotov is being deployed towards the side. Fnatt, excuse me, has found say a nade towards Team Main is going to deal a lot of damage on the side of Estonia. Fnatt finding another kill and another one.
Fnatt is going huge, and there's going to be Procas now coming in. Only Yori remains. How quickly Estonia was picked off. It was a great start for them with that wall bang. But then again, they were not fast enough to move into the site. And that just did not work out.
And only Yori remaining here. I just don't see him actually grabbing this round for his team, looking to force a shot from the AVP, obviously giving away his position, so all the CT players are going to be close here and are going to be waiting for him to show up. He has money to play around with, so obviously he can allow himself to risk it, but that kill coming out through the wall...
Yeah, that was just crazy, caught me off guard.
Absolutely was not expecting
I still think that probably like his leg was spotted underneath the smoke. It showed in radar, and Yori was just focusing on the radar to get that kill.
Yes.
Maybe that could be the case. So let's see, last round of the overtime number 1. Will this go to the overtime number 2, or will this be an ending right here, right now? Can Estonia do it? As here, if they're gonna get the boost
I
up.
love this boost. Yes, exactly in this round.
Be, yeah.
This is when you need to do this, because there's going to be so much pressure on Estonia's side that they might potentially forget to check this position. Therefore, they might actually, not like this, might actually win the round off of this, and that is exactly why that position is called how? Shroud.
Shroud, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that was also
it didn't go along. Match. It didn't go along the lines of what you were saying.
What do you mean? Like Shroud in that position actually won an extremely important round for his team, and this is exactly the same scenario. So
was it in overtime as well? I think it was in overtime as well. Yep. Okay. Let's continue on. There's now super slow Estonia. They're not even peeking towards B. They always have one player at least towards B, just checking. This time they left him B. Azufi just waiting for some players to rotate in.
So you can see the clock ticking down here, and obviously none of the teams really want to make any mistakes. It's literally a standstill here, but there's so much utility because of it on the side of not like this that the push might inevitably actually not go in favor of EU Estonia. Gaborik posted up with the AVP looking to deal some amount of damage. Yori actually almost dying there, down to 20 HP. Not entirely sure where he took that damage from, but the smokes are coming in now, and now Prokas needs to go huge for his team. Gets 1 kill, gets 2, gets... Actually doesn't get the third, looking for the third, will get the third in the process only. Oof now will dispose of him, and he's inside in default. Yori in quad position, low HP, misses that
but he's still gonna get the kill. Both of them are super low. It's gonna be 1v3 situation. The bomb is planted, the flash will come out. Oof, trying to move out. Can he get kills? Gonna find Planet. He's looking for the second. It's gonna be only all on Yori. The in-game leader, quite possibly. Can he get the kill? He's gonna be instantly checked here. As the players moving in from the A main, they don't spot him just yet. The flash will come through. Can Yori get the kill? He's super low, 20 HP, but no, Dream is gonna kill him off. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the overtime number 2. V looks excited, as this would be his birthday.
Overtime number 2.
Let's do it. Let's do the overtime number 2.
Let's go! Okay.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
But you were predicting 3 overtimes.
Stop screaming at me.
You were predicting 3 overtimes. What's up with that? You want those 3 overtimes?
Of course.
Oh, nice. Then we'll probably see 4.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I
Not
guess
like
we'll just have to wait and see. Not like this indeed. And at the same time, we're starting from scratch here.
Yeah, once again. And here Dreamers with the aggressive push through finds Riscaro. So this was the guy that Estonia usually put in front of B, just all the time trying to make some noise and not allowing for that push to come through. Sage checking if he can find anyone. I believe yes, he just did spot the player here on top of the containers in the A side. And as you can see, this has been happening for all of the overtime. They do this, and at one point they're just moving towards the A side.
I'm just. Estonia are also not looking to change the pace of the game. I mean, they've been doing this for the whole overtime now, where they just essentially hold and hold and hold, and then they go.
Yeah, and then they push, and
then
they
they're
die.
like, oh, we'll see what's gonna happen. But I would suggest maybe, I mean, in the beginning of overtime, you still have the chance of slightly gambling it if you have a backup plan. So I would suggest coming up with something cheeky here and trying to invent some sort of a fake or something like that. Otherwise, like seeing how static these players have been so far and have been throughout the match for the later half of it is not something that you really... Like, you can abuse it. You just need to figure a way how. And how does miss that?
Okay, let's see if he can find this one. He's gonna tag one more player as Sage is moving in. He's gonna die in the end. Can Prokas get more kills? All the players are behind him, but he can't find the kills. This will be all on Dreamers and Half-Life to take this one back. 2v3 situation, and already Dreamers did spot one player, and Halflex is still, he has some time to get towards the A side as he's moving in through the A main. Let's see if someone's checking him. This is Gaborik checking if anyone's coming from the CT side, and Yori waiting in Squeaky. So this could be Halflex taking down the head of Gaborik. That is the same thing happening right here, and the grenade will blow up. Oof! Only Yori will remain. This is a flashback from the last round. Can he clutch this one for his team? He's gonna instantly be spotted, but nope, Yori's gonna get Halflex. Still Dreamers to catch out as he's gonna go out, and instantly Dreamers is gonna get the kill. Go for defuse, but is there time? The time is running out. He could have run out of it. Nope, he defused it there in the end.
So not like this, pick up the first round and this second overtime. I mean, this is so close. Yes. I can't even...
And this is tiring as well. Like, they're not making those aggressive pushes and anything. Just slow-paced game.
Yeah, everything goes down to a single take of a site. So
exactly.
I mean, in the place of EU Estonia, I honestly would consider really risking it at this stage and going for a fast play, because it might throw off not like this. Both teams have been so static that the one team that switches it up, and so far it looks like well, judging from the previous round there when in the previous overtime when not like this threw the AVP player into T main, and unfortunately he died through the wall. That was still being proactive and going once again for these pushes what they had initially, meaning that the idea is still there. Unfortunately, well, whilst they're on CT side, they might not be that necessarily required whilst being in overtime, but EU Estonia should pick up a lesson from that.
Yeah, they need to be a bit more active. They need to have some more confidence in them. I think they are the players that could win those duels against not like this, and they're not even taking them. But as you can see, there are two players in the middle, so not like this. They're changing a bit their style of defense. So that's kind of good. As here, Dreamy is going to spot the enemy player, but instantly Suurhall is going to take him down with the AK there as two players were peeking. The good thing about Estonia is that they're actually doing they're pairing up. The same with not like this. They're all getting together. Now as we can see here, it looks like they're going to head towards the A side, and this time it could work out for them as Prokas is here waiting with the M4 in the site. So let's see how this one will go down, as he's going to spot instantly Yori taking down. Two players are pushing forward, but instantly Sarja is going to take him down. Planet now with the M4, but there's nothing that he can do about it just yet. And they have to be super careful. You can see these after positions are pretty good.
And Gaborik with the AVP now missing a shot. Does he realize that the player is up close? Will go down to Fnatt. Halflex will also find a kill in process, but instantly Suurhall as well as Saya finding a kill in return, and will find Dreamus in the process. And one more time we're tied that in this game. One more time, 19-19.
Exactly, and I'll remind you that we need to get to 22 rounds. 22
is the magic number we're looking for from either side here. So, the final round in this first half of the second overtime, if my language skills are correct, Suurhall is going to be heading towards B here with the AK in hand. As always, just looking to make some noise, make sure that the players on B know that he's there. And Dreamers, one more time. Oh, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, they're being proactive, and this is so much information gathered here from not like this, and Dreamers just creeping closer and closer. He's definitely bound to find a free kill. Actually spotted the hand hit there, and the player doesn't know.
I think Suurhall also spotted him. Yes, the information was given. They know that there is a player pushed up there.
Okay, so they know that B lobby is taken. They will need to retake it, meaning that they will need to use the limited amount of utility they still have remaining, if that's going to be the plan. Meaning that, as you can see by the rotations already, from not like this, they've put already 3 men closer towards that A side, and also a man on highway. There's actually 2 people on highway now, so because someone's already outside under Benz.
Yes, let's see, as now Fnatt kind of gets damaged, falls back to the site. Oh, and this could work out kind of perfectly. We can see already the rotations coming in. Are they going to head towards middle or the B side? Let's see about that, as Dreamers, I believe, has tons of information now to give.
He needs to stay alive as long as he can. He will go down instantly to Gaborik as he swings wide now, and both Fnatt here with the help of Dreamy inside already. Prokas dropping off the flames, trying to prevent these players, from trickling in. Fnatt missing the AVP shot, peeking again, misses again, and looking desperately to put some sort of leverage in his favor, as he won't be able to deal any much damage. Prokas with 3k.
And now only Oof will remain. He's gonna wait. Oh, he is AFK.
Oof.
Oof. That's not good. That's not good, definitely. 20-19. So not like this, they still need 2 more rounds. And what happened with Oof there? I hope there won't be any kind of issues there, so they don't need any more timeouts.
Technical pauses, overtimes, matches switching. I'm losing it. Bring it back.
I thought it was a wonderful song until you got to the parts where you were losing it.
I don't care.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough at these moments, especially as you mentioned before. They're kind of slow with their game style, and it's not easy on us.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously they're going to be taking their time in overtime, but we see proactiveness coming out from the side of Not Like This. So I'm pleased to see that they're at least thinking about changing things, meaning that as far as I'm concerned and as far as I can see from my point of view, Not Like This currently have the better idea of how to approach this. So, heading back into the following round here, 22-19, still looking for that magic number 22, as now Yori peeking towards middle here, making sure nobody has quickly ran out through these smokes, and obviously Finette with the AVP has been a deadly impact on the side of Not Like This before, and just looking to see if he can find any kills through these smokes.
And not just yet, and as you can see, Estonia there as well, and they are even being more passive on the CT side, even more passive than they were on T side. As you can see here, Gaborik is even in basically CT spawn, as we would call it. Oof is waiting in the side, so if they take the side, there's Oof alone, because smoke will be deployed here for sure. And even if Scarl can rotate and help from heaven, usually the position is either Molotov, naded, flashed. There's just so many things that could go wrong, but looks like Not Like This wants to push towards B. Let's see if this will work out for them.
I mean, if they get a good beginning, and obviously with these Molotovs now here, Ulf is sort of forced into a corner. Interesting smoke dropped off by him. That could potentially give him a man advantage there as he finds the first free kill and gets to fade away, and that's exactly why this smoke is particularly good. He gets another headshot there in, so no trades just yet as he spots another player. Will go down and roast once more time. Prokas and Halflix both finding kills, instantly leveraging it back, but it is still 3 versus 2 situation. Halflix on low HP will go down.
Yeah, the bomb was planted though in the end, so now Prokas is going to be left alone here. A 1v3 situation.
And
probably
his
not
position
doable.
is 100% known at this stage, so it's just a matter of getting rid of him, and that is going to be 20-20.
Exactly. Do you feel a pattern forming here?
What pattern? It's a completely clean, crisp, clean Counter-Strike.
Yes, of course, that's the thing. And one more time they go for the pause.
Because why the hell not?
Yeah,
and so will we. I'm just gonna pause for a moment and drink some water.
Do that. They're slowly running out of water, we're running out of ideas, we're running out of any kind of power. Like, guys, we're lost. What's up with this?
What?
I don't know, man.
Google Maps, man. When you're lost, go into Google Maps, and then you can find your way home. Simple. Oh, hey, here's an extra tip. You can actually save extra tip. That sounded good. You can save multiple locations, such as home, work, school.
Can I save BSL Studio?
You can save BSL Studio, but by now you should know where it is. So the question is, what the hell are you drinking? Why does Yoda have a karambit? Why am I here? What is this game? What is this overtime?
Why does Yoda has karambit? That's actually a great question.
Who am I? Am I me? Or are you me? Am I you?
Right.
What?
We're both runners and that's kind of messing with our heads. But okay, they unpaused.
Oh.
Hey, Stony, yeah, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Let's see how this one will go down. Double upset for them. Gaborik and Seiya with it. On the other side, we have 5 AKs. So let's see what's going to be their approach.
I really hope the fact that they have 5 AKs means that they're going to be going up for a faster play. You look at the pop flash. Halflix flying out in middle, does not realize that there's another player in the smoke here. He could potentially go down, and that was exactly going to happen. 1 versus 1 trades here, as now a player towards B from the side of Not Like This, and that is going to be Dreamus, looking to see if he can gather some information for his team, or potentially even give him the man advantage. And Oof really needs to be on point here, and that's a dangerous position to be in now. Help required from Vents. Both together still losing out the fight to Dreamus, and now Roscoe.
That was way too close. Well, let's see now. 3 players left. Panet, Dreamy, Prokas. They are going to go towards the A side. In the A side, there is Sage. He's going to miss the first op shot. Has to be careful because they're coming out, but he does not hit the no-scope. Oh, now Gaborik with Ruskarl will remain. And now the opponent is gonna kill the bomb. And now it's gonna be 2v2 situation. One of the players are low, and this Molotov could definitely mess them up. Now the Procus with the grenade is gonna drop down. You can see Fane dropping down to 20 HP, exactly.
The health, man.
And there's gonna be Ruskarl with the kill. Fanet's waiting in the squeaky, but I believe he's not gonna be alive for too long. Ruskarl is gonna take one more, and the bomb will be defused. It's gonna be 21 to 20. One more round left in the second overtime.
So one more time, EU Estonia have another shot of closing out this match. Will this be another overtime? Will this be a complete shutdown? Find out in the next minute or two.
Let's see. Finally, there's no pause, so we can just jump into the round instantly. The same setup, although this time Fanet has picked up the op, so maybe not like this is gonna play this one a bit more slow.
A bit slower, yeah. You never know what's going to happen here, as now Dreamer's just looking to make some noise, same as before. Just going to be rotating through here, making sure nobody is boosted up from that side, just to see if he can remain in that position. Halflick's already down to 10 HP, and Dreamy now pushing out into middle, spots the head and doesn't get the kill just yet with the help of Rascal. Ruskarl, excuse me. He will go down as Procus finds Yuri on the way, and still Halflick's on low HP.
Ruskarl, he's waiting here. There is a player in the site as well. Oof, waiting. Ruskarl, he's kind of getting cornered in. There's one more player waiting right behind him, and now, as they fall back, Ruskarl can get in a bit more safer position. And this could allow not like this taking control of middle, and I believe that was not something EU Estonia were hoping for.
Yeah, definitely not what they were hoping for currently, but still a lot of time on the clock here, and all they need to do is just be careful enough, and that's what exactly I'm saying. Gaborik takes a small peek, finds a free kill, instantly falls away. Those rotations with the AVP always keep the enemy team guessing, and now Dreamus is going to feel forced to find another kill here, but doesn't look like it's going to be hopeful, as Halflix is still on low HP as well, and the Molotov will prevent from Dreamus pushing any closer. The time is running out slowly, so they will need to commit, and it looks like this is going to be a B hit. Fanet smoking off CD spawn here.
Gaborik through the wall! That was through the wall! Oh my god! Through the checkers wall. As Halflick's gonna be the last man remaining. And I think we have finally found it. We have found the end of this tale.
Only 10 seconds remaining. 11 HP on the board on the side of Not Like This. And they will go down 22 to 20. Big round of applause for EU Estonia.
And for me, as I won the first week prediction game. And next week we're going to see V be more ridiculous than he is right now.
I'm a pigeon.
You can't even imagine what's going to happen next week, so be sure to tune in for that one. But what a game. Ruskarl with 40 kills, and we have to say there were tons of mistakes that we could point out. There are points where the game changed its routes, but
as I said in the beginning, actually, coincidentally, of this match, both of these teams are going to be interested to rewatch this match, and they'll be able to learn a lot from it. Well, judging by my hair, which is slowly also starting to fall out, obviously, it was a close match and well played from both of these teams, and thank you for staying with us for this match, because it was a long one. I mean, as I said, you can clearly see what change of pace can do, positioning can do, a certain abuse of certain boosts, and so on, and so on, and so on. So,
let's check out the standings. Let's go with that one. At the moment, we can see at the top of the scoreboard, we have Lithuania, Mighty Wolves, XGR, eSports, VAS, although no, I'm saying that completely wrong. We can see the top two teams, Lithuania and Mighty Wolves. Yeah. So they have won the games clearly without overtimes, without anything. They're in the clear. Then XGR eSports won one game in the regulation time and won one in the overtime. As you can see, figure of 5 at the 5th place. How many Latvians can we see there? Mighty Wolves, Volsung, and Aston. So 3 Latvian teams at the moment from the 8. How are you feeling at the moment about standings? You can't say too much about it, right?
Well, I mean, it's just the first week. Well, yeah. There's certain games have been played, certain games have been won, and certain ones have been lost. But overall, I must say, if this is how this season is going to go in terms of what matches we're going to see, I might need to quit my main job just to like keep up with the nerves with this thing, because like so many close games coming out in the first week, overtimes, crazy twists, stomps also coming out in matches we did not expect.
A stomp? That's just crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely more and more content on the way here. Also, one more time, congratulations to the person who has won in the giveaway. Please get in touch with us one more time by messaging us at BSL@BSL.pro. That was nice.
Yeah, that finally worked out. We're finally on sync after this long day. I'll remind you that this week has ended for CSGO. Be sure to tune in on Saturday.
Saturday. You'll find me on Saturday because I'll also be talking about PUBG.
Yes, he's going to talk about PUBG. He's going to talk about it a lot. And of course, the next week we'll have CSGO. Be sure to check out BSL.pro website, HyperTown as well. Finals at Tallin, Saku, Suurhall on 20th, 21st of October. I'm MB.
I'm V.
See you.
Bye.
Bending over backwards, twisting off the wrapper, just to see what's underneath. Oh, dirty little Cupid, she made me do cute shit. Baby, having fun with me, but I don't mind, don't mind, don't mind, don't mind for you. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat, you're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat, you're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. This ain't what it seems, girl. You're my little teen girl, knocking at your door. I want the candy Halloween, girl. It was nice to eat you. I mean, it's nice to meet you. I might twist my words, say too much and get a sweet too. Wait, mama said you gotta watch your hell now. Hey, things are getting heated, watch your melt now. Wait, baby, tell me what you need right now. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat, you're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat, you're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. Making waves with you. No, no, no. Wanna taste of you. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat, you're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy baby, you're my trick or treat, you're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy baby, crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try.